let's get into the recap. So this adventure started with our group being invited to a monthly event in the Skyway of Sharn called the Gala, massive fancy party hosted for the social elite of Sharn. Party received invites specifically from Lalania Tain themselves, and through some shrewd negotiation, managed to gain themselves a couple of extra invites for friends and family. They proceeded to shop around in Sharn for some fancy outfits for this event, befriending Devandi, one of the finest tailors in Sharn, and Rook also had a brief moment where he went through some PTSD after Devandi brought up his heritage. He then travelled down a couple of floors to magic items, a shop run by the extravagant Deezer Flitwick. He's a very unusual character, and he helped you. He helped specifically Vizali customize her bag of holding in a way to make it seem less conspicuous and non-magical, so that she could keep it with her at the party. After you proceeded to finish all of your shopping. Oh, also before I forget, Grog obtained for himself a lovely massive white hat and and a pocket watch, which he still doesn't know that it is a pocket watch.
He just picked that up for no reason.
Afterwards, you proceeded to head to the Grey Dragon Inn, where you were tailed by a mysterious half-elf. Later revealed himself to be someone named Niles. Zali ran into a former member of the Silver Sword Gang, who she proceeded to beat up and then give him some money to clear his debts.
More than enough.
Before heading to a location the gang had previously visited, called Fanglehorn's Fiction. She discovered that the bookstore owner wasn't doing very well and was suffering in this particular area of Sharn that he'd chosen to set up in. Ali invested in his business and gave him enough to move his entire shop and a whole new inventory. And yeah, he is incredibly grateful.
6,000 gold.
Yes, which is more than enough for him to rebuild
many thousands of gold.
To rebuild the store in a much nicer area of Sharn.
And I get 25%.
Yes, and Vizali also managed to snag herself 25% commission as a business partner.
Nice.
At the Grey Dragon Inn, Niles revealed himself to Rook and managed to gain some information from you guys about your previous exploits and who you all were. You engaged him in a drinking contest, and Clobgrog sadly lost 300 platinum pieces to him.
Yep.
Before Vizali, not trusting Niles, threatened him, at which point he disappeared and
I only threatened him because he was pussying out of another contest.
He did already state that he wasn't interested, but here we go. At which point you've returned to your homes, and you are now grouped together outside Vizali's house. You've all met up, and you are traveling back to Devandi Fine Tailoring to collect your outfits. Rook, you will have to travel to. I believe it's. Let me just get my notes.
The notes.
Yeah,
is
the battle armorer.
So
if you can hear the AC in the background, I had to turn the fan on.
Rook is heading to Dalton's Closet, which is a store that caters to creatures of all shapes and sizes.
Oh, by the way, also during the downtime, I imagine Visali would have gotten the emerald green duster armored.
Yes, that was easy enough for you to do. So your duster is now considered leather armor for the purposes.
Leather armor.
So if I ever need to go somewhere and I can't wear my armor, at least I have armor.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so you're all gathered outside Vizali's residence. What would you like
residence.
to do? Yeah. Well, it's
Vizali's sister's residence.
So we're off on our way to pick up the clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you can head to do whatever you want in whatever order. This is D&D. It is your story.
Well, I've already collected the bag because that was going to only take a couple of days. So that was collected like Thursday or something.
So, do we have our stuff or do we not have our stuff?
Deezer said he might have it ready by Thursday, but he said he wants you to come back on Saturday because he has something interesting for you to look at.
Okay.
So he's still got your bag, but he's got something there for you as well.
By any chance, you haven't been looking through that new book that I sent you guys that I kickstarted?
I haven't actually had a look yet.
I was just
Neither
double checking
have I.
with Reese just in case he's taken anything from that.
No, this is something of my own design.
Okay, cool.
What have you kickstarted?
Okay, so on it's already been completed, so you cannot thingy it now.
Okay.
But there was a Kickstarter for a magic items book, as well as other bits, called the Griffin's Saddlebag. I've kickstarted a lot of D&D books, so I should be getting them. I should be getting them very recently across the next year or so.
Nice.
So that'll give us extra content even in our home games. Either way,
We'll be sure to shout them out as well if we do them on stream.
yeah.
Just in case people who are trying to find them in the base game are like, "Where's this item? I don't understand."
Yes.
It.
So a lot of items that we have are either custom made or tweaked.
Yeah.
We
We'd
But
like to
either
play
way,
with
I would like to go to Devandi's Fine Tailoring, please.
Okay, easy enough. So you're traveling through the Jura Quarter at the moment. What I would need you to do for Bizarrely.
Pardon?
You dropped a little bit there.
So, have we collected our stuff yet, or do we need to get it?
We're on our way to collect the stuff.
You
Well,
need
no,
to
wait,
collect it.
Okay.
Devandi specified was he needs to come pick it up the day before. He'll do some finer measurements and minor adjustments, make sure that the outfits all fit properly.
I'm gonna look hella fresh.
You guys are all gonna look hella fresh.
You're gonna look hella fresh.
I'm gonna head to the closet to get my stuff.
Are you separating yourself from the group, Rook?
I am going to separate the party.
Dun dun dun.
Dun,
I'm
dun.
gonna find some form of transport though to get me there quicker.
Okay, that's.
I direct you in the way of was it Phineas?
It was Jeremiah. Jeremiah was the
Jeremiah.
one who.
Jeremiah. I direct Rook in the way of Jeremiah because he's close by.
What Vizali's referring to is she directs you towards. Well, she's giving you the directions to an area called the Pegasus Tower, the Pegasus Spire. You
Say
can hire.
Vasali sent you.
You can hire a Pegasus to take you to wherever you need to go.
I will head in the direction I was told to go.
Vizali, did you roll the D8 for me?
Oh, D8. Hang on. First roll. Hang on. Need to get my dice out.
Roll.
First roll of the session.
Ding ding ding.
Now I need to find which hole in my critical roll bag they're in.
No worries, Stainsby.
2.
Obviously, look after your babby.
You got 2, yes?
Yes.
Okay. As you're walking through the Jura Quarter, feel something tug at you. 1 second.
Oh god.
If
If something tug at you, give me 1 second while I can
there's a
sort the
small urchin who was trying to grab at your coin purse, but seems to have just not untied the knot properly and has just pulled on it, essentially pulling you into them.
I turn around and look down at them.
Okay. Sorry, miss. He runs off.
I flick him a silver piece as he goes off though.
He grabs it and he just scarpers.
She's just standing there.
Menacingly.
All around me are familiar.
So, Rook, you were headed to the Pegasus Spire, yes?
Yes, I wish to hire a Pegasi.
Dave
Okay.
Vasali sent you. It might help.
So, you get to the front desk of the Pegasus Spire. It's a very tall building, couple of stories up. and you can see various different, like, almost like these landing pads at the top of the spire, which is where you assume the Pegasus come in to roost.
Mm.
I see you sitting at the front desk is an old man, some large jowls, like a mutton chop and stuff, some mutton chops, and he's just sitting eating some, just eating a sandwich.
I walk over to the counter and just kind of. Is there like a bell or anything I can just ding?
There's
Just-
no bell, but
Just
he
make
sees
a
you as you
ding
approach.
noise. Ding.
He sort of
Make a ding noise.
he puts down his
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Oh, you remembered the
I
voice
need-
perfectly.
I need to go to the. Can't remember the name. What closet was it again?
Rook. What would you like?
Uh,
What's he doing?
What was the closet called?
Did the something closet?
It was Dalton's closet. Was the
Dalton's
location?
Dolphin's closet.
Ah, you want,
Um,
want transport then?
Just look down and go to Dalton's closet.
Oh, that should be easy enough. You flick me a silver piece and we'll go get on, you follow me up the stairs and we'll go grab a Pegasus.
I reach into my coin purse and just thumb down a gold piece.
Oh, that's very generous of you, sir. Thank you. Are you a sir or you a lady? I don't know. I'm
Rook
gonna
just
I'm gonna
nods.
say I'm gonna say you're a
Rook-
friend because you're so generous. Anyway, let's go. I'm Jeremiah and I'll be your pilot for today. If you just follow me up the stairs.
you
Rook's gonna follow up.
You follow him up several flights of stairs, and as you do, you get kind of a strong whiff of manure. You get the impression that because it's the early morning, they haven't quite got round to cleaning out the Pegasus stables properly.
Oh, great.
So pungent up there.
Follow me, don't mind the stench. Travel boy is not in yet. He's fallen behind on some of his work. You
I-
come over here, we'll take Winifred today. Hasn't been out for a couple of days now. I think Winifred could use some exercise. Hey, girl, this is beautiful white-haired Pegasus with a very long mane. A couple of ribbons tied up in its tail as well. These blue
Mhm.
ribbons. He sort of like pats the back of it as he approaches.
Okay. Rook's just gonna stand and wait until like he's ready to be saddled and gotten up on. So he's just standing around waiting for
But it's sort of a two-section saddle. There's a space in front for him, and there's a space at back for you, and there's like a little handle for you to hold on to, and a strap that you tighten across your waist just to keep you strapped in.
I'll get strapped in and get ready.
Literally, as soon as you strap yourself in, whoosh, the Pegasus leaps out of the window in front of it, and spreads its wings very far. It catches itself on the air in like a sudden whoosh, and you begin heading towards the Memphis district.
Okay.
While that's going on, the rest of you are all headed towards Divine Define Tailoring. Takes you, because you're on foot, and or are you traveling by foot, or are you trying to find some other transport?
I was going to try and find some other lavish sort of transport.
There's a couple of, so you've seen a couple of mages along the bridges who know their main duties is to catch people that might fall from the bridges around Sharn. It's a fairly common thing that happens. It's a bustling city, and people, push themselves over a lot. You also know that some of these wizards will offer spellcasting services. Like some of them might be able to offer you the spell Fly to help yourself get around. So you can easily enough like to find one of these folks, or would you like to look for something else?
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can get like quick teleportation. Did you say they might be able to teleport or fly? Even you said. Yeah, I'm going to try. I want quick transportate. I want to get there quickly.
These wizards are fairly plentiful. So if you roll an investigation check for me, just to see if you can find one.
Cool.
Investigation.
One sec. Ow. 24.
Easy. You spot one immediately through the crowds, and you beeline straight for him in the typical Vizali way, just like barely register that there's a crowd. You're
sir.
just moving.
I just like walk through the crowd. I'm like, you sir.
It's actually a woman. She has
I
very
still say
short cropped
sir.
hair. Excuse me, I'm a lady.
So am I, as you can see. But
She's a
sir can
lady.
mean sir can mean whatever. Are you able to give us? I know you usually would do the reverse of this, but I need quick transport to Devandi's Fine Tailoring for. I need to pick up some garments for the gala later tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to the gala. Okay.
Yeah, not by invite from someone.
Oh, I see. You're one of those kinds. Right.
Not
I mean, I can
really.
do you a quick. I can do you a quick fly spell for you and your friends here. It's gonna be. How many of you are there? 1, 2, 3.
3
Yeah, that'll be around 300 gold pieces.
each or altogether.
So you toss her the gold?
I'm saying each or altogether.
That'll be for all of you. 100 gold It's 100 gold pieces each.
Okay. I was like, I toss her my 100.
Grog, do you toss? Do you give her the 100, or are you gonna try and barter?
That work.
Cool.
Also, Willow as well. Willow will need to pay. If
Willow
she's- if
has
everyone-
like no money. I just thought.
Yeah, Willa has nothing. I've been paying for her.
You girls broke, man.
I keep saying we should just give Willow a load of money because you guys have already got plenty from your previous adventures.
I mean,
Yeah.
surely she could do what Rook did and tap into the bank of the Hall of Magnificence.
Just take 20 gold. 20,000
Take out a
gold.
small loan.
Yeah,
Just take 20,000
out of
gold.
that secret inventory.
Oh, I would say Willow would have a reasonable stockpile of gold. She's a seasoned adventurer as well.
Small loan of 1,000 gold.
That's why I just said take 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah.
It's a one shot. We're
Follow me.
playing fast and loose with the rolls.
Considering I'm on 99,000, I think 20,000 is more than okay.
Considering
Yeah.
I have 118,000 gold and 19,000 platinum.
Yeah, I have like I have 21,000 gold, like almost 22,000 gold, but I imagine like in her bank
like-
account she has like
Sake of fun, are you guys
tons more.
discussing this in front of the witch?
no, this is like
Okay.
this is meta.
While you guys are working out, like,
I
those
give her the
payments,
100 gold.
okay, she takes the pouch from you. She takes Club Grogs, and 100 gold
I
from
didn't say I
Willow.
was giving her a pouch of crap.
Did you not? Okay.
No,
What are you doing then?
giving her a pouch of crap.
Giving her a pouch of crap. Actual crap.
I have shat in a pouch and a,
Oh.
Does
Okay,
it smell? Does it smell quite strongly?
yes, because of what I ate the previous night,
So
which
toss
was
her
some
this
spicy food.
toss her this bag, and immediately she like pulls her hands back and just lets it splat on the ground. She's like, she tosses Vizali back her money and says, "Forget it. If you, I don't want to deal with people like you."
I'm not.
And she walks
I'm
off.
not condoning what he does.
Oh no.
I don't care. You're a group. I'm not dealing with all of you. And she just takes off. She's walking off.
I
to
just
the other side of
walk
the
off without Klopgrog.
bridge. Okay. Willow,
Is
what
there
are
another
you
one?
doing?
Is there another one nearby? Can I roll another investigation? See if there's another one nearby.
I'll say because you rolled high, you can easily find another one.
Okay.
Willow,
I
are you
just
sticking
go
with
to pay for myself.
I prep another bag of shit.
I
Stop,
go
yeah,
to
I'm
pay
paying
with for my
her, I'm
just for
paying her.
myself.
So Willow, you're going with Vizali and you're paying for fly as well.
Yeah.
Right. So Willow and Vizali, you both have your fly enchantment and can The wizard has to travel with you in order to keep the spell working, so she'll follow you to Devandi Fine Tailoring.
Okay.
Grog, are you paying her the money? Are you paying this wizard the money, or are you gonna throw another bag of
Oh
shit?
no, I just left without Clobgrog. Me and Willow just left Clobgrog there. I
Okay,
imagine.
Clobgrog, you have been left behind.
That's what Visali just walked off as soon as like Clobgrog did, like she was handed back 100 gold and was told sorry.
Hey man, I'm sorry. I did not mean to throw a bag of shit.
Yes, you did.
Shit. That's not. Nah. That's not me, mate. That's
Yes,
not
it
me.
is. That is something you
Right.
would totally do.
I wasn't mistaken my bags.
That wasn't me.
Why are you carrying a bag of shit with you? She shouts back.
The defense mechanism.
It's a very shitty one. Pun not intended.
Clobgrog, I will let you try and apologize to the witch if you would like to get your fly spell.
Hey man, I do apologise for throwing a bag of shit at you.
You should. What kind of person does that? Who carries that around with them? It's disgusting.
It's a defense mechanism. If I feel threatened, I throw a bag of shit.
How was I threatening you?
You're a witch. I feel threatened. I am a sorcerer, and I
It's the
use
same fucking thing.
Oh,
No.
your persuasion at disadvantage.
You're gonna get charged like quadruple now.
I mean, as long as I get
Unless he rolls a 20.
right, rolling at disadvantage, yeah. Or was it persuasion?
And is she gonna let every other person within that's in her job role know about him now as well?
So most of them are independent, but
Is she gonna
A
let
lot of them
her
probably would have
them
just
all
seen
know
it
about her
anyways.
though?
possibly. What did you roll? Sorry.
I haven't rolled yet.
Yep.
First roll was a 15.
Okay.
Second roll was a 9.
Oh,
Looks-
I love when that works.
Looks
I
at you,
have
it's
a
just
+5
like
persuasion somehow.
looks at you, it's just like, I'm sorry, man, that's not good enough. And she, you
How-
need to check. You
How
need to
would you
sort your life
feel
out.
if I waved 1,000 platinum in her face?
Oh my god.
What is that?
10,000 gold. 10,000 gold.
It's just a straight roll.
A straight roll for what?
Persuasion,
Sleight of hand?
bribery.
A
I was gonna say,
straight roll.
Just a straight roll. Roll persuasion.
I rolled a 3 plus 5.
She
Oh
doesn't
my
want your dirty
God.
money.
She's just like, I think I am so base that I will be bought out. You are barking up the wrong tree, friend. And she walks away. She's gone. She's not listening to you. She's leaving.
Shit, man.
I imagine
I'm
none
sorry,
of
guys.
like. I imagine you're probably better off just walking now.
I mean, there
sorry,
are other types of transport around Sharn you can
Didn't
find.
we pay her though, or did we?
No, she tossed the gold
Oh, okay,
back.
cool.
We've paid the
Don't
new
worry.
person.
You paid a new person. Another woman with sort of like a long blonde hair and this little news cap on her head.
Here's 1,000 platinum. Please
Is she
take
an
us to our
elf?
destination.
She's not an elf. She is a Ganassi.
Oh, nice. Air Ganassi,
Ooh.
fire,
Not an-
water, earth.
No, she's a she's a fire Ganassi.
Nice.
Ooh, fire.
That's cool.
Definitely don't piss this one off.
You're nowhere near.
I mean, I don't. You're not there. You're still in the Jura Quarter.
Can I go over?
You can walk over. It'll take you about. Let me just check my notes here.
20 minutes, wasn't it? Or 25, 30 minutes? If I remember from last time, from Vasali's sister's house.
No, because he's got to travel to, if I remember correctly, excuse me, had a burp. Is in Upper Memphis, and you're in Jura. It'll take you about 45 minutes to walk there. You've got to travel to the Memphis plateau, which will take you
45
half an
minutes.
hour, and and then you've got to travel up to the next floor.
This is why I seek transport the first time.
Shit.
You can always go for a Pegasus.
That is also true. How? Where do I get those from, and how far away is that?
You would have seen where I've pointed Rook in the direction of.
Yeah. Bizarrely pointed out the Pegasus Spire to Rook earlier, so you
Right.
would have known where it is. You can journey to the Pegasus Spire if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. So you get there. You walk in through the door. See, at the desk, there doesn't seem to be anyone at the desk. However, there is a red-haired half-elf woman with hair tied up in a ponytail, and she is hanging some ropes on some hooks on the side of the room. She does not hear you come in.
Tying a noose.
Tiger News, Jesus. Da.
So you're doing that. Are you announcing yourself that way when you come in?
Yes.
Okay.
He's announcing it with a loud fart.
So she turns around and goes, "Oh, a customer.
Hang on.
Are you here for transport? Are you okay, sir? A
Bit windy.
bit of a stomach bug.
Yeah, the curry last night.
I did eat a curry last night, my friend.
Is that from one of the Iranian dishes from Central District?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard they can be a bit much on the stomach.
I found it on the street.
Oh,
It wasn't street food.
It was street food.
okay.
It's like one of those, like when you go to like London and you see those like shitty carts.
Oh, streets. Okay.
Not,
Oh, you're
I
talking
didn't
about-
find,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
found it on the
find, yeah, I
street
found
and
it on the
picked it
floor. In the
Way you
street.
described it,
Street food.
she thinks you found it on the floor.
You're making Club Grog be such a minger.
Club Grog is a filthy fuck.
Frog.
He never was though.
Club Grog is adapted to new ways of life.
Oh, well.
Jesus Christ. Either way, he needs transport. Let's
my
continue.
God.
Let's continue.
I need transport. I need a new life.
Well, I can do you the transport.
Better
Sir.
bowels.
2 silver. Where are you looking to go?
Where's Vasali?
You're going to Devandi Fine Tailoring. So
I need to go there, please.
she says, "Oh, that should be easy enough. We'll take Fred's been taken out already, so we'll take Hogwash." She leads you up to this stairs, and it's this Bizarrely, if you were there, you would recognise the grey the grey furred.
Oh, is it the same Pegasus that I travelled on?
Of Hogwash.
Oh.
Yes. No,
Hogwash has only lost 2 travellers,
Oh God.
and they weren't holding on. And they weren't holding
they
on,
because they
But you
weren't
don't-
holding on.
but you don't know that.
We do.
No, it's metagame. We know that. We don't know it. My character doesn't know it.
Ah,
It's a thing called metagame.
I know what metagame is.
Sure.
Mansplaining over there, Michael.
Stop mansplaining.
Exactly. Fucking ass.
Slap him.
Roll the dice.
You can slap me.
I didn't slap you. That was a slap.
Oh.
That was a stroke on your arm.
The woman introduces herself as Melinda, and she helps you up onto the Pegasus. And listen nicely. You trot to the end of the perch before jumping into the air and heading off towards Devandi Fine Tailoring.
Yeah, I completely ignore that.
Okay.
And I try to build up enough speed. Like,
Oh no.
I'll put it. You're not in control of this Pegasus. You're sitting behind her as she's flying it.
is there any way that I can make this thing go faster?
Slap it on the arse.
Okay, that's exactly what I like to just
You
say.
could always ask.
Could I get my frost stick?
Can.
My frost star?
I was gonna use
Han,
it as a
Yeah,
Han,
rocket.
Han,
Star for frost.
Han, I've got a question. Did he just let go of the Did he just let go to do that?
He's strapped in.
One-handed.
Oh,
One-handed.
oh.
Is he strapped in though?
Yeah.
Because Rook had
We
to
all got
strap in
strapped
as
in.
well. You
Oh,
did as
yeah.
well.
I didn't actually on the original one.
did ask you to strap in, did you not?
You didn't. Say, I don't remember you saying it.
You were
It's
more
like-
at risk
it's like
in
a
the
flight
original.
attendant.
I think
Like-
I think we just presumed it. Because I had the question on like, does anyone like, has it ever dropped anyone? And it's like only 2 people that weren't holding on.
It was a drunk goblin who hadn't strapped himself in and was not holding on to the handle. He had a feather charm, so he survived.
Yeah. The question is though, would Clobgrog he have strapped in?
Yeah, that's a good question. Clobgrog, did you strap in?
Yes.
He's not
Okay.
actually. No. he
I'm
might
also
be
only
actually, but-
one-handing this staff.
Say because you're holding on while the Pegasus is moving, make a dex check for me to see if you can get it out of your bag.
Is it
Oh.
what, a dex save or just a straight dex check?
It's a straight dex roll.
Oh, if you fail this, that staff's gone forever.
Then you're
Those
catching
creature
on.
agents have stolen it.
Today is not my day, guys.
Did you roll?
Please don't
I
say
rolled
that
an
one.
8.
Oh god.
Rolled a what?
An
An 8.
8. Okay, so you're fumbling with it, but it seems to be stuck in the bag and on something, and you can take your other hand off and get it out.
But this could result in my death.
No, not necessarily.
Ways to die in D&D, and it's falling off a Pegasus because you
Dumb
can't.
ways to die.
You can do it and we'll see what happens.
There's many dumb ways to die.
Dumb ways to die while
So,
playing
D&D.
D&D 5e.
While playing D&D live.
Grog, what are you doing? Are you trying to grab this staff again, or are you thinking?
I mean, if I try to grab the staff again with 2 hands, that invokes another dex check, which could kill me. Because
Not
my dice.
necessarily. You're strapped in.
you are strapped in, so
Do you know
you're
what? I'm
not
that
live
stupid.
before.
Let's fucking do it.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right. So you go to
Right.
grab it. Make another dex check for me.
19.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay, so you sort of like hook your legs around the Pegasus as you like fumble in your bag to try and get the rod unstuck.
I'm
You manage-
imagining the drivers wondering what the fuck he's doing.
Driver isn't paying much attention. She's having to one of the reasons why you're strapped in is because there are multiple forms of flying transport in Sharn, including people using fly spells, airships, and obviously there are the bridges. So she's focusing on trying to keep out of the way of other traffic in the sky.
Can I see
in the
him?
skies.
Can I see him while we're flying?
You guys would be way ahead of him, so probably not.
Okay.
Though he might just about catch up to you as you reach fine tailoring.
Okay.
The Pegasus is slightly faster.
It's gonna be even faster if he slaps it.
It's gonna be-
Possibly.
I'm
Yeah,
not
well,
slapping it.
let's see.
Or
I'm
it'll
thinking
drive
the
it out
cross-
of control.
I'm
Oh
thinking
my
the
god,
cross
it could
as
drive it
well.
out of control.
Okay, so
Yeah, poking him would have been, you know.
what are you doing with the staff, Club Grog?
I am getting the frost crystal at the top of it, and I'm slowly penetrating its ass.
Oh,
I'm gonna stab it. Okay,
wow.
it might just
It is
you
one
off, you know this,
frosty
right?
ass.
What happens?
I'm gonna make an animal handling check for the driver to see if she can keep it under control.
Oh god.
I think not.
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
It was cocked, luckily. You got lucky, that was cocked.
Oh, what was it?
It was a 2. It was cocked.
Oh.
But not much better. She rolled a 7.
Oh.
So the Pegasus, as you do this, it screeches loudly and shoots off to the left, through a market square, and it
Does it crash?
there's a small little statue in the middle of the market square.
Oh,
You're
no.
flying over. So you've just passed Middle Memphis, and
Oh, no.
she was about to start ascending when the Pegasus screamed and has instead moved towards the market.
Oh no.
It's kicked the head off a statue
Oh,
in the market square, and it is screeching and it's not happy.
Can people see the stick up its arse?
Oh my god, it's still there.
Clearly, hang on. I'm going to make a perception check for the driver. Actually,
Oh god.
Hand, does it just like poop the?
Ooh.
Are you holding on to the stick as you're doing it, Mike?
Yes.
Oh my
I didn't know
God.
if you've like left it in there and it poops it out or something.
Oh,
It's got a secondary tail.
Oh my
Well,
tail, my word.
It's a Pegasus.
Oh.
Melania, see you do that, and she immediately puts the Pegasus down in just a short distance away from the square, hops off of it and starts calming it down. I'm gonna roll
Maybe
another animal
roll up
handling
the
check
boss.
for her.
Pull the rod out of its arse.
Well, lucky she rolled an 18 on her animal handling, so she calms the Pegasus down. She demands. She looks, "You absolute ingrate! How dare you!"
Can we please take the rod out of the thing's ass? Please.
We're not there. We don't see this.
I can do this.
She's ripped the staff out and thrown it on the ground.
Why
Not
did-
she's taken it out carefully and thrown it like
Yeah.
several feet away.
Is it brown?
Yeah, she just ripped the Pegasus a new arsehole.
Cogwell's
Is
getting
it-
in so much trouble.
Bloodborne.
Oh, is he banned from transport? Is he banned from all transport?
It wasn't severe enough to cause like a heavily bleeding wound, just enough to scare it and
Oh,
leave it in pain.
Is this
Because-
staff now
because-
poop covered?
oh, it's like a pencil sharpener.
I'm.
Has the staff now got feces on it?
Yes.
She demands an extra 20 gold to
Wow.
pay for treatment for the Pegasus.
Have 5 platinum.
A mind wipe.
She snatches it from you and she jumps on the Pegasus and leaves you in Middle Memphis.
You don't know where the hell you are.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
You're
Cogwell.
lost. You're
Doesn't look
lost
like
in
house
Sharn.
anymore.
You are lost
I
in
will point
Sharn.
out, Willow, you do not know that Club Grog has done all this.
None of us
And
do.
we'll not find out.
I won't find out. Okay.
Wait, hang on.
It's a spin-off tale
No,
from
you
Clock
probably
that
will
we'll
find
never
out
hear of
because-
again.
Willow would like
Uh,
absolutely
stop.
like slaughter
Oh,
him
what
for
the
that.
fuck? Why?
I'm not going to clean the stuff.
Grog,
Did
What's
we
he
erase
doing?
somewhere?
Grog, roll a d20 for me.
Alright. 3.
Your staff isn't there.
It's the staff of frost.
Yeah, your staff isn't there.
Someone stole it.
Someone's stolen my staff
With feces?
with feces on it.
I don't
It's
care.
not
It was a magic
Tracking my
staff.
scent.
Oh
It's
my
a
word.
staff.
You gotta go try and hunt that down now.
That's grim.
Right, is there any way I can track this thing down?
Make a perception check to see if you can see anyone leaving.
Can he
Wait,
smell
do I
it?
have to take magic?
It is magic, so I'll give you advantage because you're attuned to the staff, so you'd know it's you'd have an idea of where. Did you get?
I've got 19.
God damn.
It's a 2219. It's
So 2319. Everyone's gone quiet.
2319.
Hello,
It's a
Reese.
joke.
I'm just amused by this situation.
Same.
I will get round to you guys. It's just
Can-
I
can-
did not expect this.
Just
My
no.
my question is that gonna make the news?
Possibly.
It's gonna make the newspapers. Oh my god! It's gonna
It'd be
get
like
back.
the fourth-
It's gonna
it'd
get
be
back
like a
to the
small
people that
headline
we've
on the
been
front
invited
page.
to the gala by.
Might.
Oh, God.
Mm,
We'll see.
Oh, can we
I
like
no longer gonna
can
be
we
the
just
lowest
like
class
disown
member.
him like a government would disown like a captured spy?
Over here.
Yay! I've been
Grog, are you
disowned.
chasing after this hooded figure?
Yes.
Is it Niles?
Wait, what?
What a twist.
You rolled a high perception check, so you can tell it doesn't look like they're dressed the way Niles was.
Okay.
You-
That was
you
me.
don't
That
think
was just me asking.
He changed clothes.
Can I?
He's we-
Is there a way that I can stop him
Oh,
with
God.
magic?
yeah,
depending on what spells you have, you
Fireball.
can also just chase him.
Can I use darkness to blind him?
He's not running. I will say he's not running. He's trying to move carefully through the crowd. It was the fact that you saw him putting something in his cloak that gave him away.
Give me speed.
Bloody hell.
You can dash after him.
Or I could freeze him in place.
Do that. He's in a crowd, so
I've Ray of Frost. as a-
oh well.
I thought your ray of frost was from your staff.
No, it's not. It's a cantrip.
Did you actually? You actually have it. Nice.
Yeah, I had it.
Okay. A ray of frosting this guy.
Or thunderclap.
Fireball. Oh my god.
No,
I'm not.
you'll
I'm
kill
not having
everyone
it.
in the
I'm not having
way.
any input on this. Club Grog could decide whatever.
Dude, you're gonna cry.
I'm
You're
not-
gonna
I'm
kill
not-
a load of people.
It does. We can't have any input on this. We're not there.
Oh.
Yeah,
We've just
I
got to
would-
like collaborate
You can
this out.
absolutely do it, but you are in a crowded square. That's all I'll say.
Yes.
You're going to thunderclap.
Wait, I can see him, right?
You can see him. He's pushing his way through the crowd.
Okay, I can do it. I've got a spell that will only target him.
Oh god.
Right.
It's frostbite.
Oh
Okay.
god.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you trying to
Right.
kill him?
No. Just want to freeze him.
Well,
He rolled a 13.
Oh, he fails.
Okay. What happens to him?
I've got to, he's gonna take some cold damage.
Right.
So that's the one guy.
Are you trying to kill him or no?
No, I'm trying to stop him.
He's trying
by
to freeze him
forcing
in place.
Okay.
I'm either freezing- well,
I
this one
imagine he's trying to freeze his feet or something.
It's numbing frost, so his feet are gonna go numb.
So I won't make you roll damage because he's just a civilian. He's pretty weak. So as you flick your fingers at him and you utter your magical phrase, and he suddenly, as he's walking away, he starts stumbling and he stumbles and then he just falls to the ground and his legs, they don't respond, and there's a slow trickle of ice just moving up his leg, and he's just laying on the floor. He's gonna actually wisdom save.
Oh god.
He fails. He thinks he's paralyzed.
Oh, poor person. I feel bad for him.
He's like Joe from Family Guy.
I genuinely actually feel bad for this guy.
He stole my stuff.
No, but I feel bad that he thinks that he's paralyzed. It's like, oh,
Okay, so what are you
Right,
gonna
his
do?
life through him.
I'm going to intimidate him.
He's screaming on the ground, and
He's-
there's a crowd gathered around him.
Do you shout like thief or something?
He's in a paraplegic state, so I'm going to stand on his ankle and demand my staff back.
Do you? Is there
I
any
love that
guards
it might not have
around?
even been. It might not have even been your staff. It might have just
there
been
are-
a thing.
It's funny you should mention that, Ben. There are guards, and they are converging and asking what's going on. They're looking at you specifically, Krog, and demanding you tell them what's going on.
This man has stolen my stuff. I've come to get it back.
Would you care to explain why he is screaming and unable to move?
I may have frozen him to stop him from moving.
You assaulted a beggar who had taken something from you. Is that what I'm led to believe?
Yes.
This is honest.
Give staff.
Ah,
You will come with us, and you will undo whatever you have done to this man.
Oh god.
Get your stuff
Do I have a fire spell that I can?
Han, how long does the spell last, Mike?
How long does the frostbite spell last?
It doesn't say.
I'm going to say the effect.
Oh, hang on. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage. It has disadvantage on next weapon attack roll. It makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
let's
I'll-
just say it lasts 5 to 10 minutes.
I'd say after. Not even that because it's a combat turn. I'd say
Yeah.
after a minute. After a minute, he regains the use of his legs. He's like,
What the
he runs off.
fuck?
And he runs off, and the guards let him. They are more pissed with you for freezing a
Oh, that's
man.
my staff, my friend. That was a very precious staff.
Regardless, it was an excessive use of force, and you will be required to pay a fine. Please come with us.
Oh, for God's sake. I've
Good
got a
thing-
gala to go to.
Oh, he name drops the gala.
And wait, you name dropped the gala, did you say?
He just said he's got a gala to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, can't go to the gala anymore, guys.
Oh.
That's the end of the session. Thank you very much, guys. No.
That as it may, you do not have. That does not give you any special rights or abilities above the law. You were just asked to pay. You were asked to pay a fine of 15
Go to my
gold pieces.
collection With Vasari
for
and
what
her
you've done.
sister, grant me anything.
Adelaide doesn't even know this has happened.
This isn't.
And you're in
her-
Memphis. You're in Middle Memphis, not the Jura Quarter. There's a different
first-
judge.
So first off, this case, if this would only be considered a case if you were imprisoned and you were given a trial, and
Which I'm
even
not.
if you were given a trial you are in Memphis, as Ben mentioned, which is not in Adelaide's jurisdiction.
Shit.
Be thankful you're just getting away with a
Adelaide
fine.
might try to help you get a decent lawyer.
But again, she would not be able to represent because it's out of her jurisdiction.
Alright.
Yeah,
What's the fine
she's a
then?
judge.
It's only a 15 gold piece. Fine.
Oh, that's okay.
To most people, is a bit more than what they can
I
handle.
give them 30 gold for their troubles.
He tossed 15 gold back and said, "We cannot be bought. Leave now before we consider raising the fine for insulting us."
That would be bribery.
It wasn't meant as an insult. I was just kind of thanking you guys for your troubles.
He's trying to
Never
bribe a
mind.
police officer.
Never mind. I've given you the 15 gold. I'm going to leave now. Have a good day. See you later.
Okay, and with that, she likes to head to Vardy Fine Tailoring on foot.
Yes,
How
please.
long does it take him?
Wait, hang on. So, do I now need to remove the Staff of Frost from my inventory?
No,
So
you have it.
it back.
I have
You
that
have
back
it back.
now. Right.
Yes. You
Is
got
it
it back.
still covered in feces?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I have a question. I have a question. So
let's go.
while all that happened, how far did it take for me and Willow to get to Devandi's Fine Tailoring?
So you guys got there in literally like 20 minutes. It did not take you very long at all.
Okay. So Club Grog, this is all still going on while we're there.
Grog, it took you like an extra. Probably took you an extra 20, 30 minutes. It took you an extra half hour because of all your shenanigans.
Yeah.
So should we do the
So-
Devandi stuff or do we do the closet stuff?
I will.
Or do we do the Club Rock stuff?
While I'll say you guys wait for Club Grog
Do
to
we?
get there, and while
Visali would just
while
go
that's-
straight in and get her stuff.
Vizali would, but I'll wait for Club Grog to be in a position where he can. So while all this was going on, Rook, you had headed to Dalton's closet, and
Yeah.
you were there to pick up your outfit.
Yes.
So you walk in easily enough.
Whilst we're in the air, and with was it Phineas?
Are you with
still in
Jeremiah?
there.
Jeremiah.
Winifred.
Whilst I'm with Jeremiah, I'm gonna lean over and ask where find magic items.
Magic. Hang on, I've got to get Jeremiah's voice. Why on magic items? Give me a moment.
You would
to
already know because we'd have been there. Ethan.
Magic items. You can find that in Middle Memphis, up in the Everbright. It's a fairly popular store, as much as I can remember.
I
Hello?
nod, and I
I
say,
wasn't magic items near to Dalton's closet?
It was literally right next to Dalton's closet. In fact, Jeremiah points it out to you as you land.
good.
We have been there.
I thank him for his troubles as we land, and I give him another gold piece.
What's going on, Morgans?
So did you give me your name? Or did you?
Oh, no, I didn't tell him my name. I just gave him a gold piece.
Okay. Well, happy journeys, and he f***s off on Winifred. Yeah, you're outside Dalton's closet.
I go into Dalton's closet.
Dalton's standing at the counter. He's got a needle and thread, and he's sewing up a patch into a pair of trousers. He looks up as you come in. Oh, welcome. Oh God, I'm terrible with names. Rook. Hey.
Yes.
Or Ruck.
Right.
One of those. Anyway, you're here for your outfit. Yes.
Yes.
Follow me. Takes you into a back room where there's sort of like an area for you to change with a bit of discretion.
Yeah.
And he hands you the clothes.
I take them. At this point as well, I kind of just summon Gander as well and have him like wrap around my my neck.
Do
When
you
you
do
get a
that?
hat for him?
I'm getting more than a hat.
Get him a little bow tie.
Yeah.
Did you discuss that with Dalton before?
Yeah,
Can't
he did.
remember.
We did.
Oh,
discuss
yes,
him
you're-
getting a hat.
Your little snake friend as well. Yes. Hang on 1 second. He goes into a room. You can see just across from you. Thumbs his way through some drawers. Pulls out a little cap. and a small black bow tie, and he hands them to you for Gander.
I just gently put them on Gander.
Oh, he looks like quite a dapper little snake now.
Yes.
Anyway, change into your outfit, and then once you're done, I'll take some more measurements, make any adjustments that we need to, and you should be good to go.
Rook is actually not wearing his normal armor. He's just wearing like the regular clothing he got back in Greenvale.
Yeah, in Greenvale.
Yeah, he's gonna go into the changing room this time, and actually change into the new clothing.
Okay. How does Rook feel wearing the clothing?
It feels a little bit weird. The leather padding helps it feel more like armor, so he doesn't feel like he's just in a monkey suit. But yeah, he just kind of like he comes out fully dressed, and he just
And-
goes, "Eh."
Dalton sort of nods with like a little sort of concerning look of like, I'm proud of this, and he pulls out his measuring tape, and he goes around your chest, your on the side of your arms, your legs, just to make sure that everything fits. He takes the needle and thread and asks you to hold for a second while he tightens up one of the hems, which is a bit loose.
Yeah.
Says, there you go. That should be everything. So if that's all you need, I hope you enjoy your evening tomorrow. It sounds like it'll be fun.
I nod, and I reach into my pouch and give him a platinum piece.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you, Rook. Ah, you're a very upstanding gentleman. I'll be. Well, the next time you're in the neighborhood for some new clothes or some new accessories for your snake friend there, please be sure to stop by. I'd love to have you.
I will then leave, and I will head next door to the magic item shop.
Okay. You enter magic items. It's still absolute clusterfuck inside. Like there's various items hanging from chains and like, the side of walls, pieces that are like actually propped up on various different makeshift counters and tables. As you enter, you hear the familiar sounds of Deezer just sort of, oh, just 1 second, I'll be out. And all of a sudden, poof, there in front of you. Ah, lizard man, what do you need? What can I do for you?
Is it this?
Something new? Something old? Something borrowed? Oh, sorry, what did you say? I lost
No,
my own
this is out of game. This guy's a gnome, yeah.
He's a goblin.
Goblin.
Little green. I require runes.
Require runes. Runes. What kind of runes? Are we talking giant, dwarvish, elvish?
Enchanted
Gish.
runes.
I figured that. What kind you need?
Rook has a think for a minute.
He
One, two.
looks a little impatient while he's waiting for you to think, and he puffs he puffs away and then puffs back, and he's holding a sample of like this several scrolls with different runes on them. He's like showing them it to you in your face, like, what about these old Irani runes here? What about these? Are these good? I like the shapes on them personally. They're great. What was Rook after? Sorry.
Rook is asking, what do they do?
Oh, arena runes. Oh, you can enchant those for whatever you like, really. You got warding, defense, evocation. Oh, I knew a fella once who he used to like picnics. So he had a small box enchanted with arena runes, and he used to keep an entire roast ham in there.
Ooh, roast ham.
He's got. What did you say? He had 7.
I have giant. I have orcish. It all depends. It all depends really on what you want. I might have some pre-made stuff. For some specialist stuff, there's a guy I can recommend. He does runes and things.
I shall take these runes, and then I shall take the advice.
Well, I can't give you these the runes. These are just sample drawings. What are you looking for? And I can try and see if I've got anything in stock.
I blip my sword into existence, in my hand
Oh.
and lay it down gently on the table that I'm standing in front of.
He quickly picks up and he's like, "Look at this remarkable craftsmanship."
Alex like twice the size of him.
He's essentially cradling it. He's like he runs his hands along the surface of the blade. He gives the metal a sniff. It's just
Is
sort of like, oh, this
Is
is
he
beautiful.
finding it
What
orgasmic?
is this?
I
Oh,
don't
there's
know.
orcish on it.
This goblin's getting aroused at my craftsmanship. But
Looks
yeah,
like this is the sword of sharpness, yeah.
this is not. This is Sanity's End. This is the flame blade that got turned into a psychic blade.
Oh, this is beautiful. I've never seen anything like this.
I hold out my hand as if to say, "Give it to me," and I wait until he puts the handle in my hand.
He hands it back to you.
I hold it aloft and I speak its activation word, and it lights in a purple flame.
Oh,
And then
he's standing there, jaw drop. Just these are is normally someone that's bouncing around, like you can't stop him. He is stood still in awe at this. He's like,
I say the word. I blip it out of existence, and look at him, and go, "I wish to make it do more to hurt more."
"Ah, I see what you mean. Okay. Right. Give it back a second.
Hand it.
You said you wanted something with runes, yeah?
So
That's
yes.
something. Right. Let me just see. And poof, he's gone. He's got the sword, but quick as a flash, he's back, and he's got various different look almost like talismans. These weird like stone circles with. You recognize a couple of the runes. Some are orc, some are giant.
I understand both of these. Now.
But he's sort of holding them to the surface of the blade, and you can see he's sort of listening for something. He touches the orcish rune to it, and he listens. He doesn't seem to get anything, so quickly he just lobs the rune behind him. It crashes against something smashes in the background. There's a cat noise as well, although you've never seen a cat around here before. He holds the giant rune to it. He seems happy with the sound. He's like, yeah, this resonates really well. Oh yes, oh there's a connection here. Excellent. Oh, I'll tell you, I'll be back. Poof, he's gone again. He has similar looking talisman, sort of like this sort of this piece of granite that's had this, it's like a giant rune chiseled into it and filled with like this epoxy resin, like very much an orange colored resin.
Yeah.
And he hands you this and the sword. He tells you, right, now this isn't my specialty, but I've got a friend upstairs who may be able to help you out. His name is Give me a second. The DM needs to look through his character list.
What was this guy called again as well? Sorry, just so I can write it down.
Flintwick, sorry.
Flintwick.
My friend's name is Oddval. He runs a shop upstairs. Cloud Antiques. He also runs a pawn shop as well called Oddballs. That's not the one you want. You want the antiques section. So if you go to Upper Mentis in the 7th tower, he should be able to help you out there.
Okay.
Tell him Deezer sent you. Oh, and tell Bizarrely I've got a thing ready for her. Oh, and tell them as well I've got something else for them as well, something you'll all be interested. Once you've all finished your business, come back to me at some point today, and we'll go through it. Brilliant. You love it. Yes, excellent. I'm gone. He's gone.
And just before I leave, I have a brief moment of thought, and turn back and say, "Little Green."
Puffs back in and goes, "Oh, did you have something else?"
Yes. I need something to ward off outer influence.
Oh, see. I know what you're. I know what you're. Oh. He's gone, and you hear a bunch of clattering and some bits flying through. Actually, you actually see he seems to chuck a small box through the doorway in the back of his shop. It hangs off of a shield that's hanging on the wall, making a loud gong.
Hmm.
And do you hear him rummaging for back there for a while. He seems like he's frustrated. He can't seem to find it. And then he comes back with a small blue case, circular in nature, and he opens it up and says, "Now, this took me a lot of time to find, so I hope you can appreciate this. This is a headband. Now, for those who are a little bit, shall we say, not the fastest clawfoot in the pack,
Rook shoots
is
him
it
a little
great
glance at that statement. Just,
No, not implying that. Not implying that at all. It works perfectly well for those who are smart as well. But it has the best effect on those who are not quite as academically inclined as others. But anywho, that's not what I'm here to. We're not here to debate intelligence. We're here to sell magic items. Yes. Here, try it on.
how wide is it? Like,
So it's built for a human head, and as you sit it on your head, you feel it doesn't quite sit right. So,
I I look at Flintwick, and I say how much, and
Ooh.
I point at both items.
Well, the runes, that's my gift to you. I can't really sort that out. That's more oddball department, but I can point you in the right direction. As for the thing, he thumbs through his pockets, looking at some scrap pieces of paper, and then he's like, "Give me 2 seconds." Poof, he's gone. He puffs back in and he goes, "Now I'll be honest. I'll tell you what I can do. Because that doesn't fit you quite well. What I'll do is I'll take it and I'll adjust it and I'll make it into some sort of like a collar you can wear around your neck, kind of like a necklace."
I look down at him and said, "No need. I have a plan."
Oh, you don't need it adjusted. Okay, fine. On its own then, 1,000 gold pieces. Looks at you with a big toothy grin.
I take out 10 platinum from my bag, and then I palm out another 2, and I hand it to him. So I hand him 12 platinum pieces.
Oh, you adventurous. You're always such a jolly sort, such a generous sort as well. Oh, we could use more folks like you coming in. I'll tell you what, and I could use more of you in my shop. All right. If that's everything you need, Rook, I need to get back in into my workshop and start enchanting some items.
I know.
So if that's everything, thank you very much. Poof, he's gone.
I will now hand off to someone else to do their own thing.
Okay. So meanwhile, while all of this craziness was going on, Willow and Vizali, you entered Devandi Fine Tailoring first.
Yes,
so,
I did.
Willow entered just behind, and say in about 20 minutes, Clobgrog will show up as well. You were just in the process of getting your outfits measured and sorted.
Yes.
As you enter, Devandi goes, Sally, welcome back. Oh, it's so good to have you here. Yes, come in.
Ah, thank you, good sir. Thank you. I
Here,
walk in.
so he's like, oh, so I have your outfit.
Ah, perfect.
He hands you this beautiful sort of like a sort of beautiful box, tied with a little white ribbon. He hands it off to you and goes, if you'd like, there is a room just to your right. You can get changed in there, and then I'll come in once you're all ready, and I'll do your measurements, and we'll make sure that everything fits perfectly.
I nod and thank him and go do such.
He also Willow.
Is there
He hands
shoes
a
there
box.
as well?
Shoes are there as well. Yes. He hands another box to you, Willow. Although this one is rather than white, it's a little brown box, but it's tied with this beautiful orangey yellow ribbon. He goes, and for you, Willow, this is yours. There should I assume are you guys okay, comfortable changing together, or would you like a separate changing room?
Vasali's already got it. All I'll say is Vasali's already started walking towards the changing room. I just look back. It's your choice, Willow.
How long
They
have you
are
both known
both
each other?
female. Like a week. They've both known each other a week.
The downtime you've been hanging out together, so you get to know
Yeah.
each other a little
Yeah,
bit.
forget it, it's fine. Yeah, I will just do it quickly.
They're the only two like obvious females in the party.
The obvious females.
I say obvious because of Rook.
Oh, she's a female, isn't she? Yeah,
It's
fine,
Vasali
yeah,
is
yeah.
female.
Yeah.
Bizarrely female.
Vasali is
She's-
female and Russian. She's
She's a
Ondarian.
changeling.
She is also from Ondir, so she is Ondarian.
Ondarian.
So you guys, these outfits are quite nice. So it takes a little while to change into them more than regular clothes. You've got to make sure like everything's tightened up and like, everything fits properly.
Yeah, Vasali just like seems really uncomfortable wearing it because she's so used to just wearing plate mail.
As you exit, Devandi sort of sees this look on your face and goes, "Oh, Vasali, please don't look so glum. This outfit makes you look absolutely beautiful here."
Thank you.
Pulls you in.
I am just not used to this sort of garb.
Oh, trust me, it will look. By the time I'm done with these measurements, it will feel like second skin. And he takes similarly to Dalton, he takes tape measure and starts checking everything. Although everything seems to fit perfectly anyway. Like it feels despite you not being comfortable in normal clothes, it feels comfortable to wear, and you feel like you can move in it as well. You don't feel
Yeah.
restricted.
Good.
Same with you, Willow, as well. You come out, you inspect your dress in front of the mirror.
I imagine I feel more dexterous than usual
Yes, definitely.
if I was to sneak.
So you feel your dress makes you feel quite pleasant, and you feel very pretty.
Yay.
So it's a nice feeling.
Very pretty.
Pretty ladies.
Huh.
Devandi does the same. He takes your measurements and makes sure that everything fits properly. He just tightens the bodice at the back of yours just to make sure it fits. And at this point that Klobgrog shows up.
Hey man.
Does he smell
Oh.
like shit?
Well, I'm holding the staff.
Aw.
Please put that item away, or clean yourself up before you enter my store, please. I have a lot of expensive linens and fabrics, and I wouldn't want anything to get on them.
Have you got a cloth?
I'll see. 1 second. He goes behind his desk, pulls
Is
out
there a
like
fountain out front?
fabric.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Roll an investigation check. Off for fountain.
Roll for fountain.
Could I just say go use a fountain or something, mate?
It's a 19.
Easily enough, you find a small water feature in an alleyway next to a couple of shops, and you wash the stick off in there. People are giving you weird looks though. They think you look a bit gross.
The thing is, I'm not in it, so I'm not standing out with it washing it. I'm in it washing it.
This is a small fountain. Like it's like the size of a drinking fountain.
So it's a paddling pool for me then.
You wouldn't be able to sit in it, basically.
Wouldn't be able to stand in it.
Okay, I can I attempt to? In a very painful way.
How much do you weigh?
How much does your character weigh?
With
How
all
much
the
does my character
clothes.
weigh?
Yeah. What is the weight carried on your D&D Beyond character sheet?
I'll say basically this fountain is it's a small little feature, kind of like a bird bath, but with a little like fish head.
Oh, I'm definitely not fitting it. I'm gonna crush it.
That's the point. That's why I said
That's
how
why I
much
want
weight.
to know.
Also, just very quickly, Varen Solaris, welcome to the dice tray. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, new viewer, old viewer, or any viewer. Welcome to viewer.
Welcome, viewer.
We have 4 viewers.
Welcome, travelers.
Hell yeah. One of them is me though, because obviously I'm modding the thing.
Yes.
My weight is unspecified in my characteristics.
No, under equipment, weight carried.
Oh, my carry weight.
Yeah.
Now bearing in mind I'm a Goliath, so I can carry more.
You're also a very big person naturally, then.
My carrying capacity.
No, not
is
your carrying capacity, but how much are you carrying?
91 pounds.
I'd say that combined with your body weight, as you go to stand on this fountain, it cracks and you fall flat on your face.
Is there any
Well,
guards around?
There are not guards around, luckily, but you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you face plant on the floor.
Nice.
Does he
You
have
are
a
still
bloody
not clean.
nose?
Still not clean.
And he just
It
broke the only water feature.
broke this tiny water feature out the front of the thing.
Does it belong to someone?
It's a public water feature, so no,
Does
doesn't
it look
belong
like?
to anyone.
Does it like? I know I can't. I imagine I heard that. I imagine we heard it possibly.
You would definitely hear the commotion. He didn't go far away to do it, so
Does it look
it
like
wasn't far
people are
from the shop.
talking about it?
Looks like people are. You see some people raising their hands to their mouths and just sort of going, "Oh my god, what?"
Does
is
it look
he
like
thinking?"
anyone's running off to get someone?
No, no one looks like they're contacting the guards.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's a good sign. Shit.
I literally poke my head out the door and like, Club Grug, stop being an idiot.
Grog, what are you doing now?
I am trying to piece back together the fountain.
You are still unclean.
I
I go back inside. It's like, does this need touching up at all anywhere? The Devandi?
No, darling. It's absolutely perfect.
Wait, do I have some magic that can repair shit?
Do you have what's it called?
Devandi exits out the front of the shop and he looks a bit embarrassed as he does this, but he calls out to you, Grog. If you would like, I have wash facilities in the next to the changing rooms in my store. If you need to clean yourself up,
I run in.
he again tries
Just
to.
don't stand on this one.
Can I try and hug him?
No, he steps up. He steps inside quickly before you do. He's embarrassed.
I go to change out of that clothes and put it back neatly in the box. Except the boots. I leave the boots on just because they're really like. She really likes those boots now. They're like, I imagine, like really gothic style boots.
Oh, they're gothic high boots.
High top black boots with like studs on them.
Yeah, they look like the most like the poshest swashbuckling like lady ever.
I imagine,
Like
is my coat still being fixed? Or do I have that? Do I have the cloak, the duster?
You had the duster, yes.
Okay. Does it go well with the duster?
Could wear the duster over it. In fact, as you do, Devandi he had made you an overcoat to go over it.
No, I meant like separate because I've changed back into my normal clothes, but leaving the boots on.
He does actually. He looks at you and he goes, "That is a look."
Anything to go with it underneath? Can I get a second pair of these boots, please?
Oh, absolutely, bizarrely, darling. I don't have any to hand. They are custom made, but I'll tell you what. After the gala, I shall have some made for you after the gala.
Ah, thank you. But yes, do you have any clothes that could go well underneath the cloak and match the boots?
Yes. 1 second. He pulls out like
Nothing tailor made, just something that will.
It's a black gothic style tunic. It's a little baggier fitting, but it's got some beautiful embroidery going down the front. Gold embroidery in these swirling flowery patterns. It's not, but it's minimal. It's not like it's not a very in your face embroidery. It's very small, very detailed.
How much? Vasali says.
For you, Vasali, darling, easily 10 silver.
She just passes him like 15 silver.
Which is a pretty good price for Devandi. Devandi's normally an expensive place.
Yeah. That's why she's
you
like,
guys are shopping at the most luxurious clothing shop.
we are
Sharn.
shopping at the creme de la creme.
One
Yeah,
of the most.
She
There are a
gives
couple of other options.
she gives him 15 silver.
Oh, and you're still generous as well. They can't figure you out, but I would like to learn more. I hope I see you at the gala.
I'm really tempted to invest in the business.
I mean, you can do. I won't stop you.
I look at him and it's like, how much would it take to investment wise to become a small shareholder?
Oh, you surprise me even more, Bizarrely. Tell you what.
Visali's becoming like she's becoming a demon hunter / business magnate.
Tell you what, I have some other business partners that will be joining me at the gala. If you find me there on the Sunday, we can discuss it. We can discuss it among drinks.
Okay, indeed we shall. I put out my hand to shake.
He shakes it. He shakes it. He has a firm handshake. Like, you're surprised for such a small man handshake.
Mine's like really firm.
And Clobgrog, you are able to get washed off and your clothes fitted, and they will fit rather nicely.
Oh, by the way, I change into those really to that clothes that match all the outfit.
Nice. Okay, so you're not wearing your fancy clothes. You're wearing your duster and boots.
I'm wearing the duster, those boots that I just bought, and the nice clothes that I just bought underneath. Because beforehand, I just had like standard clothes underneath.
Okay.
Now I actually look a lot nicer.
Look pretty fly.
Yeah. I look like a baller, I imagine. All I need is a gold chain.
There's a place you can go if you want a gold chain.
No, I'm fine.
It's a pawn shop.
Actually, I speak to Devandi. Is there any place that I can purchase? I don't know, some jewelry for the gala? Because I imagine I would look out of place without such.
Well, you do have some beautiful rings already. He's referring to your ring of fire and necrotic resistance.
So I wear the ring of fire resistance. Just a heads up, but I don't have it attuned. So I just wear it as a statement at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. You can always.
I can always attune to it later.
Yes. I tell you what. I directed your friend Clobgrog to a friend of mine.
Wasn't it Suave or something? The name of the shop.
Shop's name is Suave.
Yes,
the lady's name is
I remember
Tanya.
my sister telling me about her. The place.
Clobgrog has also purchased some items from her, as I understand, and I'm sure she would be happy to provide you. Well, happy isn't really her thing, but I'm sure she'd be more than able to provide you with jewelry.
Okay, thank you. Where is her shop again?
Her shop is located. It's on the same floor in Upper Memphis in the Dinias district.
Okay.
Not far from where you are.
So
now.
I'd have to go there first before magic items, ideally.
You're in Denias already.
Yeah.
But it's like a 10-minute walk away. Yeah, you'd have to go there before magic items.
Cool. I just turned to Willow. Is like, are you staying with Clobgrog? Because I'm gonna head off to the that shop to Suave.
Yeah, I'll probably stay with Cobblog, to be honest, keep him out of trouble.
Well, Clobgrog, your outfit has already been fitted and checked, and everything is fine. And Devandi hands you it in a box for you to take with you.
Thank you very much, my friend.
I head off while they're sorting this out.
I
head off on ahead.
Outside.
I will look forward to seeing you tonight at the tomorrow night at the gala.
Does it look like as I walk out, does it look like anyone's trying to fix the fountain with like a mending spell?
Yes, there are some town guard there with the wizard who's using a mending spell on it.
I just sort of like look over. I'm like, oh, what happened there?
Apparently, some hooligan smashed the water feature.
By any chance, did the hooligan look like a tall person?
Some of the passers-by said it looked like a Goliath.
I just under my breath. I'm going, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Do you, ma'am, have any information then to be able to help us?
Go into Vandy's. I walk off. I'm not gonna.
Guards,
I'm not gonna say. I just sort of like. I just want to cause trouble at that point.
guards look at each other and then they sort of start heading towards Devandi. Frog and Willow, what are you guys doing? Don't see any of this, but
I just walk past and say, "Go to Devandi's," and just keep on walking to Suave. You don't know that I've done that.
So are there guards coming? Do I see them?
You don't know.
look out. Make a perception check for me.
Are you too distracted by talking to Devandi?
I think you guys were getting ready to leave.
Perception, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Perception. Say that as a monster cornish pasty.
Unless-
16.
You see a couple of guards who are sort of like warily approaching the. They've just been given a random tip by someone, and they're heading in the general direction of undefined tailoring.
My friend, do you have a back way out of here?
Yes, I do. It's a delivery entrance. I can't permit you to use it though.
Why can't we just use the front entrance?
There's some guards coming.
Why?
Maybe it's about the fountain.
Why?
God.
You what?
Han, do they enter while they're discussing this?
They are getting very close.
You did
Can
what?
they see inside?
I turned to
Can't
the.
see
I turned to
inside,
the
yeah.
Devandi. Quick,
Uh,
cover for me. And I run out the back.
Do I come or am I standing with Devani?
Is the
You.
door?
I'll follow
Is
you.
the delivery's door locked? By the way.
I want to quickly unlock it. Can I just bust it down?
That's vandalism.
That's
are you
even
following?
worse. He's already
Bro,
committed vandalism.
Are you following Club Grog?
Devani has helped us. You cannot just
I've
destroy his
committed. I've
things.
committed vandalism. I've.
Eliza, is Willow following Club Grog or?
I am, unfortunately.
Oh
Wait,
god.
you
so,
spell to open
As
the
the
door.
guard, you hear the guards enter, and Devandi just goes, "Oh, there was someone matching that description in here, but I think they left. I had no idea they'd caused any trouble, officer." And they go, "Oh well, if you do see them again, please let us know." And you're shooting off in the other direction. Make a stealth check for me. Both of you, because you're
Yeah.
covering to
Okay.
Willow.
Use agile plus to
Oh, God. Wait, what do I add on?
18 plus 1.
19.
That's 19 for Willow. A natural 20 for Club Grog.
You give the guards a slip. They have no idea where you are.
This is like
Hell
whenever
yeah.
Anthony rolls with his stealthy Goliath.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
already had
I've
like
got
plus
plus
12
5 for
stealth.
stealth, so my entire
How
roll was
does
25.
Pogwog get away with being stealthy if he's so big?
Because I'm very dexterous.
Yeah, but you're just big.
It's the same
Yeah.
with like bugbears.
Good at-
Though. They're
He's
really,
good at
they're
making
really
himself
sneaky.
By any chance, does the back entrance lead to anywhere near the fountain?
It does not. No, it's the opposite
Thank
direction.
God.
Imagine.
That'd be funny.
Definitely can't go out the front.
So for the sake of brevity, I'm going to say that you're able to go to Suave and you find
Yeah.
a nice selection of jewelry. What
Opulence.
were you looking for from Suave?
Onyx / amethyst, so like blacky purpley, to complement the colours.
So she offers you an option of an onyx. There's an onyx necklace you can get. It's various different onyx stones in like a sort of like a webby kind of pattern
Yep.
as a necklace. A sort of tiara with some amethyst stones.
Less the
brace.
tiara. Maybe earrings.
There's some. Yeah, she's able to give you some onyx and some amethyst earrings.
Okay. What, like,
for
are
just-
they like dangly ones with a bit of a mix of both?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take them. How much?
Just gold pieces.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, 10 gold pieces. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, and then I head off to magic items.
Okay. While you guys are heading to magic items,
I bump into the guys on the way, obviously, while I'm shopping.
you do meet up and head towards
It's
that.
like you guys look a bit like you just ran.
That'd be very specific.
You talking to us?
Yes.
Looks like you just vandalised
Yeah,
something,
man.
guys.
Someone tipped off the guard to say that I smashed the fountain, and now they're
Well,
looking up.
There was a lot of people that were a lot of onlookers that did see that you were in here, in Devandi's.
I need to change my appearance.
You need to change. Fucking.
Do you have a disguise kit?
I might have.
I
Ooh.
think I do.
I like
Is Rook there? Rook's not.
Rook is not. Rook is on
Rook
his.
is headed.
Rook
Is
is
headed-
going
I
through
don't
with
have
him.
a disguise kit, but does Willow have disguise self?
Is she
That's
willing
so-
to waste a spell slot on you?
She does not have that spell.
Cool. I go to magic items anyway.
So while you guys are traveling to magic items,
I'm gonna
Rook-
take. Is there
Oh,
any
I'm
quick
just-
way to get there? Sorry.
I mean, you could take, you could fly there, same as before. Talk to the wizard.
How long will
So
it
it's
take
easy.
otherwise?
To get to magic items, like half hour. Just it's because you know your way there by now, so you're a little more adept at getting around.
I'll walk it. I'll walk it.
Okay. Whilst you guys are traveling, Rook, what were you doing? You're
Rook.
headed to.
Is heading towards Alma's shop.
Okay.
So while we've been in the Sharn, Rook has sent. Well, basically used his sending stone to send Alma a message, basically just saying, "Come to the Sharn. We're gonna do some upgrades on the arm."
Okay. So I got the accent that you sent me, and I'm probably going to butcher it, so I apologize in
Oh, it's
advance.
fine. I didn't actually have one in mind. Honestly, I've been trying to figure it out for my own campaign.
What accent is
Um,
it?
It's a
we-
city goblin that's been raised by dwarves.
Aye. So a bit more Scottish, or
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
overall.
Rook. As you popped up,
Hello,
Alma,
Alma.
she sees you coming. Hey, Rook, what you doing? What
I
you up to?
produced a small crown and said we need to fit this
Oh.
to my arm.
It's a fancy piece right there.
It will get rid of the queen. At this point, Alma does know about everything.
Okay. Get rid of her, you say?
Mm.
Okay. I don't know if you've noticed, friend, but your head doesn't quite suit a crown.
I point to the armband. It just has to be worn, not on the head.
so turning it into like an armband?
Yeah, like a
Okay, like a bracelet.
yeah, but like for like the upper arm rather than the lower arm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's easy enough for her to do. She's got quite a crude methodology
That's a
about
very
it,
like
but it's
Arabic style. That is.
it's simplistic in it's beautiful in how simplistic it is. She literally puts the band on your arm, and she flicks turns a couple of valves on the side of your arm so that it turns off your senses in your arm. You
Mm.
can't feel anything through your arm at the moment. Then she takes it and she starts. She whispers a few words onto the hammer and then starts bashing the bangle to fit the arm to like push it into. It literally molds to the exact shape of the arm where it's on.
Yeah.
She does this for about 10 minutes before she's satisfied. Every now and again, she takes out a small chip and does some fine bashes to make sure it properly molded into all the gaps. It doesn't slip. But there's a point where she seems to have bashed one of the jewels out, and she goes, "Ah, crap!" She puts it back in, sort of like hammers it, the joint back in so that it fits again. And there you go, Rook. It's all done, I think.
Rook will turn back on the valves as well to make him feel the arm, just like
As you
do some
as you
wriggle.
flex, it sort of you can definitely feel like something's there for a second before it slowly fades into the magic of the arm. You
Ben, are you okay
feel,
with that?
feel more intelligent now.
Hmm.
You
So I'm guessing
feel
the effects are applied.
feel exactly what you expect to feel.
Is this the sort of item that you'd have to attune to, by the way?
I will have a quick check.
Don't believe it is.
Does not require attunement.
Good, good.
It's like the Giant's Gauntlets.
Yeah. And like
So
the
it
Belt of
raises-
Dwarven Kind. No, Belt of Dwarven Kind actually does need
It
attunement.
does.
Yeah.
Never have that equipped. I do, but it doesn't seem to actually be applying it.
It does say Headband of Intellect does require attunement.
Does it? Oh, it does.
You are
What
fully
I'll
attuned
say,
to
what I'll
everything.
say is just for the sake of fun. This is a one shot.
We'll build it
While
into
while
your
you're
arm.
there, yeah. So, I was able to sort of mesh it into your arm, and or Alma, sorry, she's able to mesh it into your arm and combine the enchantments that
Okay.
simultaneously make your arm function with the effect of the intellect band.
So I'll
Yeah.
edit it later.
It's
Um,
it looks very crude, but after she takes out some tools and starts doing some fine hammering and a bit of polishing, and it almost just looks like it's seamless. It's seamlessly a part of your arm. It actually looks quite nice.
While she's been doing that, I've inscribed a rune in the palm of my robotic hand as well.
Okay.
It's one of the runes I acquired from the giants.
Yes, so that would be a giant rune.
That is one of my giant runes. Yes. It is because my fist technically counts as a weapon on its own. I did actually. I selected the runes and now I can't find them. I know I have to pick one though.
I'll add this onto the item as well.
It's the Uvar rune, so the storm rune.
Nice.
Excellent.
And once that's done, I'll sit up. And at this point, I don't hear the voices in my head.
How do you feel, Rook? Is it okay?
I don't hear them.
You're shitting me. They're gone?
Mm.
Oh my god.
Well, if
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give him a little
Rick
clap.
will stand up and it'll do the thing. I've just realized that one of the arms of this suit is now probably completely ruined. Honestly,
No,
roll the whole
you
way.
would have removed it before she started working on it. I'm not going to make you roleplay taking your clothes off for every single bloody step.
Yeah.
Plus,
but yeah,
you
I'll
could just take off like specific parts of the clothing, to be honest, with the
I'll
style
get
of armor
I'll
that it
get
is.
reclothed, and then I'll just kind of like pat Alma on the head and say thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, Rook. You helped me, so it's only fitting, right? Much better.
I swear I had something. Oh yeah. I produced for her the club I made out of the Nulga. And I give it to her and say, this should sell for quite a pretty penny.
I was going quiet for a second. There we go.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, I give her the Nulga club and tell her it'll make a pretty penny if we sell it.
Oh. Don't worry, I'll be sure to pass some of the profits on to you as well. So, nice. Working with a few tweaks, might be able to make this thing a little tougher, actually.
Good. Rook will. So I'll take that out of my inventory. Rook will then wave and head off back towards.
All right, so
probably all these.
once that's completed, is there anything else you wanted to do here, or try and meet up with the gang, or are you going your own way? Okay. Not too sure where they are at the moment. So for the sake of brevity, you are able to contact them, and they tell you they're magic items.
Like Deezer told you to tell us.
Yeah.
Basically. So you all arrive at you've all arrived at magic items. You're all standing out the front. Enter and
I,
he's back in. Oh, you're back.
yes, you you
Yes.
when
1 second. 1
you
second.
said
Poof,
to
he's
meet
gone.
you today.
He's already gone, and he's back. And he's got your bag of holding,
Yeah,
and it looks like a small black clutch
cool.
handbag
Um,
thing.
I give him
Just-
back.
Now,
I give him back his bag, the temporary bag of holding, and put everything back in my one.
thank you very much. All right, now a word of warning with this bag. Now, because of the way you wanted me to modify it, the shielding isn't 100% foolproof. There's still
Okay.
a chance they might see it, but it will be very, very hard for them to detect. Oh, I do not offer a 100% guarantee on this going forward, but it is shielded and it will grant you some yes.
Well, let's be
Or,
honest. All I needed to do is work while I gain entry.
exactly. It only needs one. It only needs to go through once. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine, Devani. It's fine.
I
Fine,
know.
Deezer.
You said you had something else for me though.
Yes, for all of you. Quickly, follow me. Poof. He's gone. You don't actually know where he's gone. And then
I just walk over to the counter. I'm like, I just shout out. It's like,
he puffs
where
back in and goes,
exactly?
"Oh, right. You can't follow me when I do the thing.
Can you puff for
he
all
get-
of us? I
he-
say to
ah,
him.
sorry, I can't do that. We'll just have to walk. Follow me." And you actually see him use his legs for the first time in a while. he walks, takes you through the back. He
I'm
has a back
surprised he
area.
remembers how to walk.
He does. He likes to use the necklace while he's working because he finds it easier to get from the workshop to the counter.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
does. He does still know how to walk.
I follow. I presume everyone else is following.
So he takes you to an
by
area
the
at
way-
the back of his shop.
By the way, Rook, you would see that like Vasali is dressed even more finely than you saw her this morning.
Yes, Vizali is very nicely dressed compared to this one. The Rook comments on that is entirely up to Rook.
All the power.
Yeah, I know Rook wouldn't make any mention of it. I'm just
All the power, and now I have all the intellect to at least recognize I have that power, and it's not just me forgetting.
I was going to ask, Rook, are you happier? A lot more cheerful now that you can't hear the voices?
Not more cheerful. It's like a weight lifted, but it doesn't change my demeanor. Like I'm still stoic and
you're still Rook.
very straight to the point. But
You're
I can at
still
least
Rook.
I can articulate myself more, and I can understand more complex issues.
Right. Okay.
You'd probably speak with a lot more
Yeah,
brevity, and like a lot
to
more
use a reference.
grandioseness.
It's like Grimlock when he went smart for that one episode.
Yes,
Yeah,
me,
that's exactly what
Grimlock.
it is. I'm just gonna become a king and kill you all.
Grimlock King.
Grimlock is king. But yeah, so I'm with everybody as well, right? Aren't I? Just
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Wasn't that
so-
while he was leader of the Autobots?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So while we're there, I haven't said anything for a while, but I just chime in. So we're still at Flintwicks, aren't we?
Yes.
You're at Deezer's, yes. He's
Deezer's,
taking you into the behind his shop to like this small
workshop.
courtyard area.
I go, where's this thing you wanted to show us all?
He's showing it to us now.
Oh, it's here. It's here. So he points out to these five of these weird-looking circular platforms. They're roughly 10 feet in diameter, and they've got these like metal grab rails around them.
Okay.
The platform's mostly steel, but with a smooth crystal circle in the center. And underneath there are a bunch of iron pipes and several wires surrounding this more jagged lump of blue crystal.
Is it like is it like
Four
a
of the
Tensor's
platforms are
floating disc?
gently hovering off the ground, but one of them is just sort of laying on its side. Now, I haven't worked out all the kinks yet, but these are something I'm working on with one of my artificer friends. It's called a levitation platform. So what you do is you put your hand on the crystal bit in the center, and you attune to it. Then you can use your brain to make it travel where you want it to. And I was thinking, if you guys help me out with a little test for them,
I'll let you use them as transport for your gala thing on Sunday that you were talking about.
Mm,
That would be a great
Okay.
chance for me to show off my tech.
That'd be very
Yep.
intriguing.
seems
It
like a
might bring
pretty
you more
good move.
business.
Yeah, if any of you just want to have a go, yeah, just put your hand on the center and try and make it work.
I just look at Club Grog and it's like, well, do you want to test it first, seeing as like everything that
I
you've
shall
touched
do it,
has
my
gone wrong?
friend.
Seeing as you've caused so much ruckus already today, you might as well do something to actually help someone.
Hell yeah.
So Clobgrog, you walk up to the platform on the left, and
Also,
you
if anything goes wrong, it's Club Grog.
Yeah.
Ow.
stand on it, and you place your hand on the crystal center. And can you make an Arcana check for me?
Arcana check.
Straight Arcana.
If I can find the mouse, and yeah. Arcana
Come on.
9. I'm fucked.
Platform glows and lifts off the ground second, like a little bit more so than it was already, before sort of like sputtering and then just resuming where it was. It doesn't seem to have worked.
I just laugh.
Can I try it again?
I walk
You
over.
you need to wait a few minutes, but you don't get any response from it as you try again.
I just
Jesus.
like I just laugh and like
Ooh, you might need to wait for it to cool down a second.
it's like let me show
someone
you
else try
how
one.
it's done. I
I'll
hop
try
on
another
one. We both try on then.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rook and Vizali make and Willow, if you'd like to as well, you can make an Arcana check to see if you can activate a platform.
Sweet.
25.
I'm taking my kind of checks.
Vizali, your platform whooshes to life, and you feel like a little tingling in your brain before it gently fades.
Willow got 19.
Willow, the platform, same for you, whooshes to life.
Rook got 16.
Rook, your platform also comes to life.
Hey.
Oh, I've now lost one.
I control it to try and like make it move around.
So you think about wanting to make it move forward, and it moves forward.
Make it move
Backwards.
left and up and down.
Okay, Devandi, Deezer, turns to you and goes, yes, they're all working. Fantastic. Okay, so,
I hold on to the rail and make it do a small loop-de-loop.
okay, make another Arcana check for me.
That was a nat 20.
Easily enough. Like, Deezer is flabbergasted. He looks, as he's literally about to say, okay, these are for basic levitation, so they're not going to be able to perform as you whip the thing over, and it gracefully, this graceful wide arc just misses the edge of the grounds that you're in, and he just looks. They're not supposed to be able to do that, but
You
okay.
You said you wanted it tested, so
Oh no, I
tested
did.
it.
I did. This is fantastic. This is amazing. Oh, your ability will be even greater. Oh, maybe I can.
I looked at Deezer and I was just about to say, did you just say about racing them?
Maybe.
I was just about to suggest the same thing to you, sir.
I'll tell you what we'll do. All of you who've got a working platform, Clobgrog, you can ride on one of the other platforms with someone. These platforms are wide enough to support 2 people.
Okay.
I would jump on with Rook.
So, okay. So if you could just take them to the Pegasus Spire and it back around to here, I'd appreciate that. Just make sure they work.
So going to the Pegasus Spire and back.
Just wants you to test them.
Okay, I do that.
I'm gonna jump off.
Arcana
Let's
check.
just fly.
No, you don't need to make a check for this.
I want to test to see how
everyone,
fast I can
so
make it
Willow,
move, though.
Rook, and
Visali.
Rosali, as you're flying towards the Pegasus Spire, could you please roll me a d8, each of you?
Sure thing.
This babe, I'm getting your
That
D8
would be a 6 for Visali.
That would be a 2 for Rook.
Bear with
Okay.
getting Per D8 out.
Okay, so Rook, as you're taking off, you're zooming towards the spire. The ride is fairly pleasant. And just as you're beginning to feel relaxed, an airship whooshes past you at great speed. A massive gust of wind just blows your face back, sort of like making your skin stretch.
Club Grog's on that platform as well.
Oh, I'm not. I jumped off.
No, Club Grog's not on it.
Oh, did he jump off?
Vizali,
I thought
you're
he said he was on
enjoying
that platform.
you're enjoying a fairly pleasant ride too, and you are just about you're just about to cross into the Jura Quarter. You notice that someone is fallen off one of the bridges and is headed directly for your platform.
Does it look like anyone else is around?
I mean, there are plenty of other flying vehicles about, but you don't know that if anyone's watching you.
We're 1-8, by the way.
I'm just working on whether or not I want to actually catch the person.
I mean, roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. And I just had to work out, did I have the shield with me? No, I didn't. If I had the shield with me, it'd be a straight roll because I have advantage on perception.
Oh, damn.
Fight for the king.
But I don't. I imagine I wouldn't have had the shield walking round.
Probably not.
Disadvantage, that is a 14.
Okay, you are able to spot a little glowing blue feather token on the person's lapel. They don't seem to look too pissed that they're falling.
Okay.
More just like a general annoyance.
I just sort of like, have I got enough time to shout out? It's like, do you want a lift? As they're falling. Like, loudly shout it to try and, like, get their attention.
The people below, so your comrades move their platforms out of the way, so do you. And people below clear a space, and the person, as they reach the ground, they slow gently to a...
Okay, so he doesn't answer while he's falling to me then.
No, he doesn't answer. He's
okay,
just sort
I
of...
continue going. By the way, I want to see how fast these platforms can go.
Okay, you can make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Eliza, what did you roll for Willow as for your D8?
Oh, I got an 8.
16.
You got an 8.
I did get an 8.
Nice. Okay, so 16. You're able to use the dash, so you double your speed for a little while.
Nice.
And you actually make it back to Deezer before everyone else does. Willow, you've passed the spire, you're going back towards Deezer, and as you do, this small little flying dinosaur creature sort of like pops up next to your platform, just sort of cruises next to you for a little bit before like flapping around you and sort of like dancing around your craft for a little bit. It makes a few like little chirping noises, and then it flies away.
Ooh.
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 I like the way
yeah,
Rook was the only person that had something drastic happen to them.
I mean, you had someone like nearly fall into your thing, but then they had the coin, so they were okay. I was the only one who almost got murdered. Well, along with Clob.
You didn't get murdered.
No,
You just felt a massive.
Club jumped off before you left, apparently.
Oh, I thought it was still with me.
So did
You
I.
jumped off.
I jumped off because you were going to the Pegasus thing, and that was not a good idea for me.
Well,
yeah,
we were going
you.
around it and back. We weren't stopping
You
there.
weren't actually landing at it, but
Still,
yeah, I can
But
see the
Club
train of
Grog,
thought.
yeah, I can see the train of thought, yeah. Especially with Club Grog.
Oh, yeah, no, Rook's thing wasn't bad either. He just got a massive gust of wind in his face.
Yeah.
The turbulence.
Not bad enough to cause a
it
deck
happened, I
save,
just have
luckily.
to hold down Gander's little hat with one finger, just so it doesn't fly off.
Oh, yeah, you still have your snake round you.
Yeah, Gander's still with me.
Got Gander.
I was gonna get a little basket for him to sit on my back, but eh.
I mean, to be fair, there were a couple of bad ones you guys could have had.
Yeah.
Some really bad ones. These are experimental. Keep in mind. So yeah, you return to Deezer, and he's super excited, and he's like, "Well, what did you think? What did you think? What happened? Was it good?
They're
Did anything
very
fail?
very intriguing. They
Do
move
you like
pretty
them?
fast as well.
You think they'd be good for your evening? Would you like to use them?
I also think you could commercially sell these.
That's what I'm aiming to. It's a great form of personal transportation.
Do you need any help in investment wise to getting this off the ground?
I do. Oh, tell you what, you agree to take these to the gala and sort of show them off a little bit, and we'll talk business. Yeah. Need to discuss with my partner.
I agree.
And
Deal.
That sounds like a good plan.
hey, fantastic. We got a game plan. Excellent. Right. I'll see you later.
Oh my god,
Perfect.
Visali's becoming a business magnate.
Oh, don't think that Rook now with his intelligence isn't going to also try and get this deal.
Yeah, it's like they're both going to try and get a percentage of this business.
So we've just been given these basic floaty devices, haven't we?
Okay, you haven't been given them.
Been
Deezer
loaned.
keeps them, but he lets you use them for
Ah.
the party.
Got
So,
it.
Yeah,
so again, you just because I want to actually get to the party in this session.
yeah.
Uh,
There's nothing
you
else
guys
I
go
want to
back.
do.
It's the Sunday evening. You guys are all getting dressed into your outfits, and you head over to Deezer's and you grab your platforms and you take them up towards the Skyway,
Yeah.
towards the Tane Manor. Bizarrely, your sister
How do they
Adelaide.
look decorated? Adelaide is on the same platform as me.
Yes. They don't look decorated. They're very mechanical in nature. Very sort of like steampunk.
Could I have could I have put like a few little decorations on it just to make it look a bit fancier before we took off? Because obviously we're going to a fancy gala.
You find an old shield that Adelaide had in the junk room in the house. And it's quite a nice looking shield. It's got an interesting coat of arms on it.
Yeah.
And you strap it to the front of your platform with like with some
Leather
rope
twine.
and leather twine, sorry. And it looks quite nice. Gives it a bit more of a knightly feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Adelaide travel on one of them.
So can I ask who is flying a platform?
I am flying.
Sally.
I think Willow's still flying as well.
Willow. Okay.
Was Klobgrog able to get one flying?
He can try if you'd like.
Yeah, another Arcana check.
Please.
15.
Your platform hums to life.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
You're not as practiced as everyone else, but you're still able to keep pace.
Flying without wings.
How do we land? How do we make these like? Do we come in? Do we like arrive in a formation with them?
Kind of. Need to wait for the results.
I think we should arrive in a line, like kind of like we would enter the gala, like one person at a time with their names being announced.
Oh, I meant like outside.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Because where have we got to park these Where have we got to park these quote unquote vehicles?
In the bush.
There's an area where the coaches, where various different airships and things land that you'll be able to they'll be able to leave your vehicle. There'll be people there to take care of it.
Cool.
Rook, did you roll the d8 for me?
I did not. I shall roll.
Do they have advertisement on them for like Deezer's magic items?
Ooh.
One of you got an 8. Similar to the same creature that was flying around Willow's platform comes back to yours. It's this little pterodon looking thing, tiny little thing. It sort of manages to perch on your handlebars or on the railing that's around your platform. It just sort of looks at you for a few minutes, like chirping, giving you a weird look, and then it just sort of goes up again.
Can I offer it like a tiny scrap of food?
You have food on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
takes.
Rook. I've got food out my pockets.
I didn't know if Fancy Rook would, but
He
we'll
has. No, I'll tell you what he has.
should
He
have
has
known
some of
better.
that. He has some of that jerky that we were given. But he's got it wrapped up in a nice little like waterproof napkin that he keeps in one of his pockets.
Okay.
And he just folds it out and just hands them to the little pterodon creature.
Okay. The creature sort of chirps and sort of like it takes it and chews it. It just sort of sits there for the rest of the ride.
Are we all rolling, by the way, for it?
No, not
No.
all rolling.
Okay.
I want to give it a little. I want to give it a little head.
Is there
pats.
any advertisement to say that it's from Deezer's place? The magic items.
There is not. It looks like weirdly on the side of one of the tubes, on Willow's one, words, the letters DZ have been painted on the side.
This is the worst marketing tactic we've ever attempted.
It's not meant to be a marketing tactic.
No.
Deezer just likes that one.
Yeah, so
I
we
want
arrived.
to steal this
fancily.
thing now.
So you land.
Still what
Side.
thing? The bird.
Yeah.
The bird,
Make
the pterodon is still there. It's just
animal
sitting there.
handling.
I want it to become my animal companion along with Gander.
I'd say make an animal handling check.
I was gonna say
Damn.
the snake is just the staff, really.
Oh my god, nat 20.
It looks at you for a few seconds. You lock eyes, or you're locking eyes with its one eye that it's showing you on the one side of its head, and then all of a sudden makes a little chirp and just sort of rests on your head. It sits there and sort of like nuzzles.
Oh. I'll stroke its crest.
Is
And
it gonna
then,
be called Squawk?
Makes a
No.
little wobbling noise.
I'll come up with a new name. I'll tap my other shoulder that actually no, I'll tap the shoulder that Gander's on, so I'll let him like sit on top of on Gander.
He
Just
sits
so that he can a little rest.
sits happily on top of Gander.
Sweet. Yeah, I now have a little bird friend.
Is this happening while we're flying?
Yes. So at
Yeah.
this point, you've reached the Tain Gala.
Okay.
You've reached the Tain Manor itself. It's this massive, beautiful house, as if carved out of solid opal. It is this gleaming white beacon of radiance in the clouds. Leading
is
up
it-
to it is a
Is it very
massive-
opulent?
It is incredibly opulent. And as you land, a group of servants sort of come to like cater to your craft and make sure it's okay and help you off. They ask, will you be storing this on the grounds, sir? Sirs and madams.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Will be.
We'll take these off to the stable. Just simply speak with one of the guards or one of the staff when you leave, and we'll bring them round for you.
Thank you.
And
If you'd like to purchase one of these yourself, you should be able to from Deezer in the future.
I'll make a note of that, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Okay. So you
I
head
just muttered to
towards the
myself,
main
that's
hall.
how you do advertisement, Deezer.
Maybe actually advertise your goddamn business.
And Poofy's in front of you. I heard that. Poofy's gone. He doesn't really do that, but
I was going to say, has he bugged them?
Venus teaser, you don't know.
Yeah.
So, would you like to enter the main hall of the Tain Gala?
I would like
Yes.
to be. I would like to be announced on entry.
Well, you mean you could? Do you speak
We
with one of
have-
the servants and ask for this?
Yes, because I imagine other people have been announced on their entry.
So Sharn has a particular like elite 60 families who are very well known among the upper crust, and each of them would have been announced upon entry. Some of the other guests are just sort of like they're just ushered in, greeted.
As we are honoured guests of who was it?
You are honoured guests of. Who are there on request of Stephanie Tain?
Yeah, I say
Daughter.
as we are on request of being here from Stephanie Tain. I do believe it would be fitting for us to be announced. I imagine the Tains are one of the 60 families.
They are the creme de la creme.
Yeah, so it's like
why they
seeing as we have been invited by them, I would prefer it we be our arrival be announced. So
Of course.
how old do I know Stephanie is? Do we know how old they are?
They're elves. You have no idea.
Do we know if like they're like the younger or the elder of?
No, Stephanie is the daughter.
Okay.
That's all you know.
I say just then young Stephanie knows that we've arrived as well.
Of course. Can we just need to check you before you enter, and
Uh,
you see a man approach you in these high collared purple robes, with this like a tall top hat kind of look, and he appears to have a set of eyeglasses on.
I should
He goes,
announce. So right, my morning star and my gun are in the are in the bag of holding.
I know, don't worry. I know you've got your magic items in there. So he's
not
just
my armor or my shield. Well, I've got my shield in there, but not my armor.
okay. So he looks over each of you. Looks at any items you're trying to sneak through. I will need you to roll a sleight of hand check. He sort of like pats of you down.
Can I argue
Make
that
an Arcana check to see if he can deduce whether or not your bag is magical.
Could I just say that it's enchanted to look fancy though as well? I was like, if you find anything on my clutch, it is enchanted, but just with a glamour to make it look very fanciful.
Roll deception.
I still haven't rolled the sleight of hand either.
That's only for if you're trying to sneak something in that you haven't already disguised.
But you've technically just declared that your bag is enchanted.
I've declared that it's got a glamour on it.
True, but it's
so the
you're
guy-
kind of deceiving that that's the only thing it has.
No word of a lie. That would be a nat 20, so minus 1, 19. But nat 20.
Is that on the
Deception
check?
Yes, because I have pre-said like, look, because I'm making it seem like I'm up front with them. I'm giving the illusion that I'm up front with them.
So he can already tell that you've got some you've got your enchanted rings, and he can tell that the clutch is magical, but he doesn't look beyond tell what the enchantment is.
Cool.
You look at the goggles and that he's wearing, and you can figure, or the glasses, and you can think that's probably what they're using to identify the magic items.
Cool.
He waves you through. He waves your sister through. He examines you.
Is anyone else trying to sneak stuff through?
Rook, are you trying to sneak anything in?
Like any weapons or daggers or?
Let's see, what do I have on me? The only items I have on me that might cause like a magical disturbance would be my arm.
He identifies the prosthetic, and he doesn't think twice of it.
There's not much you
I
can
have
do
a ring
about that.
and I have my necklace.
What was your necklace?
The necklace is currently underneath my my jacket, but it's a necklace.
Oh, was it?
Chaos.
Oh, yes. Are you attuned to that yet?
I don't think I am.
Oh.
No, I'm out of attunement slots.
Oh. That necklace is so fun though.
It is. I'm just keeping it on me so I could sell it at some point.
Oh, fair enough.
Wait, so you said you're unattuned from it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, he can tell that you're not linked to it, so that it won't function. So he allows you to wear it.
Hey.
He waves you through. Clobgrog, you just sneaking anything in? Magic items?
Yes.
Many.
Are you trying to sneak in?
Many items. No.
The record, they have taken your bags of holding, except Vizali's, because hers is disguised.
Because I
Any
was
bags,
smart.
Right.
bags of holding you have will be taken and stored.
Because they look like normal haversacks mostly.
Yes.
I mean, would my brooch be considered it's a magic item?
Yeah.
It's a magic item, but what does it do?
I have resistance to force damage and immunity to the damage from magic missile.
They would be fine with that.
they wouldn't be fine if I was trying to walk in with a staff.
Yes.
What if you
Or-
said it was your walking stick?
That's what I'm
Tell
gonna.
it's magical.
It's a magical walking stick. It allows me to walk.
You just heard me bullshit the glamour thing. You could bullshit that. You could try that.
I mean,
Try that.
I'm crippled in real life. Let's bring it to D&D. I'm literally using a crutch at work.
Oh yeah, jeez.
But,
But yeah, you could just like use the same lie I did.
Let's do it.
Okay. roll
What's he
deception.
saying? What's he saying first?
Well, who, me?
Yeah, what's Klobgrog saying?
Hey, man,
How'd-
don't worry, I'm a bit of a cripple. This is my walking stick.
Okay.
And
Is
persuade-
this an essential item, sir?
If I do not have this staff, I cannot walk.
I hold the
Right.
staff and like I just whisper, pretend to fall. It's like, what, sir?
I fall down.
And then I
roll
hand it back to him.
Roll deception.
Deception.
Can I assist him with that? Because I in essence assisted him by pretending to like take the staff
well,
and say fall down.
I'll allow an assistance. Yes.
So, am I
What would
rolling
you
it?
require that as? As like advantage?
I'll say roll a d6 and you can add it to his result.
Okay.
Right, hope as fuck
That's
I
pretty
roll
good, to be honest.
Right.
Oh,
What did you roll?
a 16.
Add 3.
Oh.
19.
He seems convinced. He's like, very well. If this is an essential item, then you may take it with you.
I help Clog.
I'm-
I help Klobgrog up to maintain the illusion.
Thank you, my friend. Much obliged.
Below,
I then
he also
continue through.
turns to you and he asks, "Do you have any items we should be aware of, madam?"
You've already searched me.
I'm talking to Willow.
Oh,
You got any magic items on you?
anything you're
You-
trying to sneak in?
You have got magic items on you, actually.
Yeah.
You're definitely not going to get in with your scale mail. That's a
Yeah.
big,
You
that's a
wouldn't be
you got-
wearing that anyway.
You guys are all wearing your clothing anyway, so if you are wearing any armor, I'd recommend you unequip it just so you don't confuse yourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that.
What about my robes of Archmage? Because obviously I had them fashioned into a nice thingy.
Your robes of Archmage are part of your outfit.
Nice.
So
So I'm fine.
Yeah.
The only magic items that Willow has is the Ring of Shooting Stars and the Necklace of Adaptation.
those should be fine as well, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the Necklace of Adaptation, while wearing this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment, and you have advantage on saving throws against harmful gases and vapors.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then the Ring of Shooting Stars. While wearing this ring in dim light or darkness, you can cast dancing lights and light from the ring at will. And it has charges and shit. And she can also do fairy fire and ball lightning.
okay. Yeah, I think they'll be all right with those items.
To be honest, you're magic casters anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some extra shit now because obviously I can now cast my fucking use my staff.
I do get the impression that a little extra permission is granted to wizards, as the idea being that, or if they're magic users, they should know they're responsible enough to wield magic items. Know that as you enter.
Are they saying that Klob is supposed to be respectful of magic?
But he's supposed to be responsible.
Oh no.
It's the stereotype, though.
This
I'm
is
not
going
your
to end
typical
so
wizard.
poorly.
I'm
Yeah.
not a magic user.
After we've been waved in, I assume we have to go and give our names to someone
As you
supposed to be
enter,
announced.
he announces, "He's welcoming on behalf of her lady Stephanie Tane, the adventuring party of Sharn, Grog, Zali, Brook, and Willow."
Hey guys,
Yay.
how's it going?
A bunch of people in the hall, and they all sort of applaud you as you enter, and resume the
I-
chatting
I-
amongst
I
themselves.
bow.
Yeah.
Is
Do
that
we know?
allowed?
Do we
Is
know
it
what this
allowed?
person who invited us looks like?
You do not know.
Ah,
You can see some people standing up on. So as you enter the room,
Did we
the
get
floors
announced?
made of. You did.
Yeah, we can announce.
Floors and walls are made of polished quartz. Shine is enough to dazzle you. There are curtains and cotton decorations in vibrant tones of maroon and white and gold and silver throughout this humongous room. Spread evenly throughout the room are 4 columns made of glistening marble, rolling patterns of gold spiraling towards the apex. As your gaze follows them upwards, instead of a ceiling, you see clouds. Clouds with glittering stars blinking amongst the wisps, as if you were standing.
Oh,
Pardon?
Oh,
As if we were standing.
we were just standing. Standing nothing.
we're still standing.
Did I miss anything while I was getting a drink?
No, we just got announced.
Just that.
We've
Okay, cool.
Lovely.
Reese! Reese, you were
Reese!
cut out.
Rita died.
Not again.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh no!
My lap-
We need that test.
Oh,
Oh,
there he
Reese
is.
died.
Hang on.
My laptop decided to restart itself. Where was I in the description?
Standing.
Okay, so you're standing in the main hall, as if you were standing under the night sky. Throughout the room, there are guests of all shape and size in various colourful gowns standing together, the sounds of chatter reverberating throughout the hall. Towards the back of the hall, leading to a huge landing and the second floor, are a pair of golden staircases, ebony vines dancing their way along the banisters, coalescing at the front of the balcony into an effigy of a mimicking an elder oak tree. And standing at that balcony are 2 dark-skinned elven figures and a slightly smaller dark-skinned elven girl.
It's the Thalma.
Is that
I
the
shall
are they?
approach.
Is that the person that invited us? What was her name? So
Stephanie Tane.
Stephanie. It's like
you
yeah, I
approach-
head over.
And bow.
So standing at the foot of each staircase are a set of guards, and they go, "Apologies, milady. Only close personal friends and personal guests of the Tames
We-
are allowed onto this
We
floor.
were personally
Could you
invited
please
by
state
Stephanie.
yes? Ah, yes, you are Bizarrely, correct?
I am
Please.
indeed, and my cohorts, my
Please
cohorts Rook,
enter.
Hobgrog, and Willow. I walked and is Adelaide with us or
Adeladia is with you, but she was not announced, nor is she allowed up.
is
She's
like
probably going to be mingling with people.
Is
Don't
that-
worry, Bizarely. I'll wait down here. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
no
Would you
problem.
like one?
Look for Devandi. Devandi was here. He probably I have a meeting with him later actually. So
She nods and she goes to look for Devandi and something to drink.
yeah, it's like I have an investment meeting with him later. Yeah, so we
so yeah.
approach.
Okay,
Yep.
so as you get to the top of the stairs, you see the 3 figures. The first is Lalania Tane. She's a dark-skinned elven woman with onyx hair styled into this beehive, adorned with various ribbons and jewelry. In a crimson mermaid cut dress with skin-tight sleeves sewn in black thread and patterns sewn in black thread. Hanging from her ears are 2 smooth teardrop-shaped crystals. Their colors shift gradually from shades of magenta to blue, then orange, and finally to a deep red. Standing next to her is Omar Tane. He's wearing a black blazer with a red trim and a popped collar, and a
Omar.
white frilly tunic with a bronze bangle wrapped around his neck. And
All I can think of is
so-
Omar is just his Spanish.
and standing in the middle of them, clad in a knee-length strapless dashiki-style dress with green and purple colours, is Stephanie Tane. On her left ear is a silver cuff studded with a few tiny diamonds and Arini patterns gliding down towards the lobe, where a chain with a small pyramid-shaped crystal dangles beneath. And she runs up to greet you as you all approach. Oh my goodness! You are the adventuring group, the heroes of Sharn. I've heard so much about your
That is us.
stories.
I'm
Oh,
sure
it's
you
absolutely
have.
wonderful
I'm sure
to
you
have you here.
As she approaches, I will bow out of respect.
Omar and Alania bow to you as well, but not quite as deeply as you do.
That's fine.
Lalania turns to address all of you and she says, I thank you for answering my daughter's summons to this event. We are pleased to have people of such prestige among us. We've heard
Well.
you do many good things for the city.
You are. We are beside ourselves. We were not expecting such an invite. We did not think that we warranted such, seeing as our status in comparison to yours and the rest of your guests.
As you mentioned that, she has quite a serious expression on her face, but for a second, as you mentioned that, it flickers into this slight coy smile, and she says, "Anyone, regardless of their stature, deserves opulence in their life. It's a part of life's great balance. There is fear, there is doubt, there is chaos, there is also joy and revel and song. We are honoured that you would join us for this.
I don't trust her.
revelry."
No, this is
You would like-
out of character. I just don't trust her.
Press X to doubt.
Would you like to insight check her?
I don't know if Vasali would.
Rook will.
Yeah, I think Vasali might.
Okay,
Rook's
insight
smart
check.
now.
I'm not too. Because I'm really curious on why someone of their stature would invite us.
That's a strong 19.
Mine on the other
19.
hand is a where is it?
6.
Is an equally strong 11.
Yeah, Rook, you look into her and you can just see these sadistic thoughts of murder. And no, no, I'm joking.
Is she
I
genuine?
recognise as my
Is she
own.
genuine?
She is 100% genuine.
Cool.
Hmm.
Okay.
Rook gives a little
Out
nod.
of character, I still don't trust her.
Okay, all right.
Out of character, I still don't trust her. But like Vasali's contempt.
Omar, in contrast, has a very warm smile. He's just like, "Well, I'm so glad you could all join us for this wonderful event. Please do help yourselves to drinks and to dance and to just enjoy yourselves, please.
Thank you very much.
We will speak with you a little bit later on, but we do have other guests coming in, and if you please mingle, we'll have an opening announcement later on, and some dance, after which there'll be an intermission.
I sort of like nod and then turn to. How tall is Stephanie?
Stephanie's about 5'3", not very tall.
Okay, I look down to her and just say, young Stephanie, if you have any questions about our party, or about anything that we've any of our exploits, then just feel free to ask any time throughout the evening. Isn't that right, bro?
Oh, absolutely. Like, despite the fact that she's got this childlike enthusiasm, she still seems older and more mature than you'd expect for a child.
Yeah. In terms of elven years, though, she's a child.
In terms of elven years, she's a child, but she's probably, you guess she's like in her 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
You have no idea how old her parents are.
No.
So yeah, they escort you. Stephanie escorts you down to the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, she escorts you down to the bottom of the stairs and encourages you to mingle with the group.
I go try and find Devandi.
Okay. You go and try and find Devandi. What would everyone else like to do?
I am gonna go and get a little bit of food, and then I am gonna get a drink.
Do you still have the pterodon on your shoulder?
Yes, I didn't. I know it wasn't specified, but can I specify what the genus is?
Yes, you may.
Can it be an Archaeopteryx?
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet.
Ooh, lovely.
People,
they're so pretty.
People do seem a. While the guard at the door was a bit concerned about the bird, he also doesn't seem too bothered by it. And you see as you go in, there's one other person with a dog next to them, a sort of like
a guide dog.
No, it's a Great Dane. It seems to be sort of like draped in a coat of and like this wonderful coat. Very decorative. You assume it's like a hunting dog of some kind. That's sort of like been brought along to show off. So you're not the only one there with a pet. Like, it's not unusual.
Not unusual.
I just brought 2.
Love from anyone.
Rook, you head to the bar. So next in the main hall, it's a little bit of a distance away, but there's this grand doorway leading to another massive open space with this humongous hexagonal-shaped mahogany bar in the center. Inside it are multiple shelves, cupboards, and stores, bustling barkeepers, and rows upon rows of bottles. The various liquids inside shimmer in chromatic splendor, and their shapes refract the light, illuminating the bar and projecting beams of colored light around the room. Aside from this centerpiece, there are several standing tables placed around the room, and towards the eastern side are several doors leading to the kitchens.
Lovely.
What would you like to do?
I approach the bar
Okay.
and
As you go to the bar, you see a couple of guests leaning against it, chatting, having a drink. There appears to be a blonde-haired, half-elven man, chatting with a few women at the bar. He's lifting up his shirt and showing what looks to be a scar along his stomach, and he sort of seems to be telling a story.
No.
As I'm ordering my drink, I'll kind of stay close so I can listen to the story.
So as you approach the bar, he looks towards you. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception, oh boy, 18.
You quite clearly see him do this. He looks at you specifically,
Yeah.
and there's a look of horror on his face. And he suddenly he hides the scar on his stomach and begins shuffling away through the crowd.
Before he can leave, I say, why so scared, friend?
Oh, no reason. I've had a bad encounter with lizard folk before. I apologize. It's personal. And he carries on trying to walk away.
I say, may I buy you a
Racist.
drink to make recompense?
No, that's okay. I know not everyone's like that. It was just an accident, and he's really trying to leave.
Okay. Just as he leaves, I say,
How good is your memory, Rook?
very.
Is
You
it like Caleb level memory?
Oh, I know who this is.
Is this someone from your past?
Same time, it's just clicked for me.
Is this someone from your past?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know exactly who this is. This is the guy. This is the guy I let slip from the Silver Swords.
Oh.
God.
He tries to shamble away from you.
I
Do you let him?
My eyes widen in recognition, and then
Okay.
I hold up my hand as in to say stop.
He's got his back to you. He's trying to shuffle away, hoping you are not following him.
I will I'll keep an eye on him throughout the rest of the night, and before anything happens, I will go over to the women he was talking to, and say,
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
He's just a dreamboat, isn't he?
I'm terribly sorry, Liz, but could I trouble to hear what his story was about?
Oh, he's so brave. He got in a street fight, defending some of his friends at his local shop. But some thug just came and stabbed him in the stomach.
I see.
Awful. And he managed
I
to
see.
fight him off. He's so brave.
Yes, clearly.
Do you burst their bubble?
No. I let them live in blissful ignorance.
As he scampers
reapproach
off,
the
does he
bar.
recognize, like, does he see me or Clobgrog around?
So he's moving into the main hall. He hasn't moved past any of you though.
No offense, neither of you stabbed him and then decapitated his friend.
No, but we were in the vicinity of.
Yeah.
He would have recognized any of you.
As I'm at the bar, I'm gonna try and try and grab a barkeep's attention.
So this orcish bartender, he wearing like a white shirt and black vest and a little bow tie. He slings a towel over his shoulder and goes, "What can I get you, my friend?"
Hello, brother. Could I get?
Hello, brother.
What
Do
is
you know the
your
way?
what is your finest whiskey?
For that. Oh, let's see. We've got some from a distillery up in Greenheart actually. That's a lovely blend. Here, I'll pour you a glass. And he pours you a glass of Visali brand whiskey.
Lovely.
You recognise the taste instantly. You see the bottle.
I say, yes, I'm very well versed in this.
It's my
Out
friend's.
of curiosity, do you have anything from the swamps?
The swamps.
Like that's my friend. That's my friend's bottle of whiskey.
Out in the east. Out in the east.
I don't have something from the swamps. I do have something very special from the east. Are you would you call yourself a connoisseur of alcohol, sir?
I indeed would.
Then I think might have something special for you. 1 second. And he disappears. Like there's a central like sort of makeshift storeroom
Yeah.
that he disappears into briefly.
Okay.
Wild
and
Knoll
he
whiskey. That's the name of the brand.
I couldn't remember it. Thank you for that. He comes out wearing with this crate, like this black wood crate, and sets it down on the bar in front of you. And he opens it up, and inside is this. The crate is lined with satin, and in it sits this amber bottle. It has a cylindrical base that, as it ascends, the glass molds into the upper half of a woman caressing a column of fire. The tip of the column is molded into the lid of the bottle. And he hands it, and he pulls it out and says, "I found this on an expedition years ago, many years ago, and it's very rare. I haven't found anything else like it. Would you like to try some?"
Indeed, I would, my friend.
So he uncorks the bottle and he pours you a glass, a very small measure of this. Now, be careful, my friend. This is, from what I understand, incredibly strong stuff. And he slides you the glass.
How much is it? How much of a measure's in it?
The glass is like your standard whiskey glass, like or brandy glass, and it is probably about a fifth of that.
What percentage alcohol is it? What's the ABV probably?
On out of context at metagaming.
Yes.
Would you like to know? Near enough 100%.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, also out of game, I have drank a full bottle of 100% vodka before. It was lovely, but it was hell.
Would you like to inspect the drink in any way, or would you just like to?
I'm good. Yeah, under the pretense of I'm doing the usual pretentious whiskey things, I'm swirling it in the glass and giving it a smell.
It has a very almost like it singes your nostrils a little bit, not in a bad way, but you can feel like it is a spicy drink, and it smells strong. It's also because you're magically attuned. You get the sense that there's a little bit of magic in this.
I swirl it and I take a small sip.
Small sip. Okay. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Let's see if I get drunk.
We'll see what happens.
That is a 14.
So like Doc Brown in Back to the Future 3, you take a sip and you sort of you take a little chuckle, and suddenly it burns the inside of your body. You take 4d10 fire damage and you pass out.
What? I have resistance.
You do have resistance, so you're half it, but you still pass out straight away.
As I'm walking, by the way, just wondering.
Do I at least like slump onto the bar and not just collapse into the floor?
You slump onto the bar and you just sort of like your head hits the ground and you are just like breathing calmly.
Give me 2 seconds. I just want to see if there's any way I can get past this.
Of course.
Is there any guess that sort of like, obviously, they have fine taste in alcohol, and obviously Greenheart Brewery does some of the finest wines. Is there any people that recognise me?
No one in the main hall seems to recognise you.
Damn.
Okay, I continue on my way to Deezer anyway. To Deezer? Devandi.
Devandi. What is it, Rick?
I do not have any defences.
Roll
damage dice.
So it's 4d10. I'll roll it for you if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Half it.
And then I'll half it once I've done it. It's 2 plus 7 plus.
I laugh if they were like
plus
3
3.
ones.
So that's 10, 20, 22 points of damage. That's
God
fire
damn.
damage though.
Halved.
How long do I stay like?
That's not halved.
Half an
So it's 22.
11.
So you are upon drinking this, you are out for half an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Some guards notice that the bartender calls them over and they place you on a sofa when Gandhi and your new pterodon is resting next to you, just
They're
sitting on your.
just looking after me.
The bartender puts the drink away and is like, maybe I won't serve that again.
What was it called?
He doesn't know the name.
If I'm
He
unconscious, can I still telepathically communicate with Gander?
I'd say. No, I'd say probably not. You probably get messages from Gander, but you wouldn't be able to respond.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So, oh, that's interesting. That might lead to a couple of other things. Clobgrog and Willow, what are you guys doing?
I am mingling with people.
Okay. So, fire in the whole whiskey. That's good.
I would like to know if that's possible.
That's just whiskey.
So, as you're mingling, you and Willow see a tiefling fellow in what appears to be like a military dress uniform, who spots you and he walks over to you. He's got he's got red skin, blue eyes, and this short comb back hair, a slightly crooked nose, and he's got this very like suave military dress uniform with like a dress sword at his side.
Hey man.
Oh, Eliza's voice is very.
Carry on, Eliza. What were you going to say?
I jokingly asked if he was a demon.
He is a tiefling, which is
Tieflings are basically.
Half demon.
They're basically demons.
It was the red skin.
Hello.
they're kind of like demon-blooded people, but yeah, he's a tiefling. He addresses you. Greetings. You're the heroes of Sharn, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm not correct.
Yeah, man. That's a tiefling. Yeah, we are part of the adventuring party of Sharn.
Well, pleasure to meet you. He extends his hand for you both to shake out. My name is Commander Valor, Captain of the Sharn Watch. Commander of the Sharn Watch.
Can I salute?
I politely shake his hand.
Would he have heard of us from one of his sergeants?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how he's heard. That's how he's heard of you. I understand you did a bang-up job with the Silver Sword gang up in the Jura Quarter. Mighty fine stuff.
We didn't do that alone. We have some other friends here as well who helped us.
Oh, really? Are they around, or are they were they unable to join?
I think one of them has passed out.
You don't know that.
Make it sound
you don't know
great.
that.
I don't know that.
You know that Vasali has gone to see Devandi about obviously the investment meeting.
I know one of our friends has gone for a meeting. I'm not sure where the other one is.
Well, this is the place to do it. There's plenty of people networking around here.
Yes.
Say, actually, as a little piece of advice, you're an independent adventuring party, correct? Like to go different places, look for different things?
We work within the Hall of Magnificence, remember?
We work within a guild. The Guild of... Is it the Guild of Magnificence?
The Hall of Magnificence. I think.
Is it
That's
the
the
Hall
one.
of Magnificence or the Guild?
Yeah. It
We
can be either. The Magnificence Guild, yes?
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
That's
Run
us.
by that big Dragonborn fellow.
Yes.
I think I've seen his picture in the gallery. Nice abs.
Huh.
Oh, you're talking about Sanchez?
Yes, that's the one. Could he not make it this evening?
Unfortunately, not my friend.
Oh, well, that's a jolly shame.
Indisposed.
He's
Currently strapped
He's
to a
very
table
indisposed.
of vampire disease.
This is where we cut to Sanchez, who's being strapped to a table, having something horrible injected into him to
The
cure
thing is,
vampirism.
it's not even
while he's
vampirism. It's not even vampirism per se. It's like it's a weird version of it because you become a blood angel basically.
Hell yeah.
But
cut
I
to
would say that
Sanchez
if he
screaming on
becomes if he keeps the vampirism, if the vampirism stays, all I'll say is that I'll let him still retain everything, so he doesn't become evil or anything. He literally just is himself, but with like slight little bit of vampirism.
Okay, he might think about that.
Just got
Um,
sharp teeth.
But we are doing a cutaway to Sanchez on a medical table, screaming as something's being stabbed into him, and then we cut back.
It's like that scene in Wolverine.
Family Guy style to cut away.
Adamantium.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
Well, so a word of advice for you: if you're looking to go out adventuring, there are plenty of people around here that historians, archaeologists that they're always on the lookout for artifacts of any kind. They might be interested to have a group of adventurers out looking for things for them.
Do you think I'm an artifact, my friend?
No, I think you're a person.
We're just checking.
Just checking.
You're a strange one, Mr. Cloggrog. And you,
mean-
Miss Willow, I don't believe I've had the. I heard the report of them with the Silver Sword Gang, but I don't believe I've had the pleasure of hearing of you. What are some of your exploits?
Um,
Oh, poor Eliza.
um,
Actually,
Um,
I do recall there was a job I had through the Hall of with some folks from the Hall of Magnificence taking on a nest of manticore. I believe you were involved in that, weren't you?
yeah,
With the Rangers?
yeah, I did
Or with
that.
one of the Rangers?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, you did an absolutely fantastic job.
She's
Smashing.
very humble.
Thank you,
she's,
sir.
she's humble and modest.
You should take more pride in your accomplishments, young lady. You're a very skilled woman, from what I hear.
Thank you very much.
You mean?
Ah.
Well, as a waiter walking past with some champagne, he grabs a couple of glasses off of it and he hands you each one. It's like, well, to a wonderful night of opulence, and he dings your glasses.
I
You
don't
mean?
like the word opulence being repeated constantly.
I'm only doing it because it's the title, and
I know,
it's
but
going in
it
my brain.
It's the
uh,
fucking title.
A
it's-
wonderful night of celebration and revelry.
no,
There we go.
no, I don't mind it. I meant just metagaming wise. It's like, oh, it makes me feel like something's up.
Oh, what, like opulence is a cult or something?
Yeah.
Welcome to the opulence.
The season of opulence.
Grow thick with strength.
It was grow fat with strength, was it?
No, this is grow dummy thick with strength.
As
Hell yeah.
as I'm walking round to try and find Devandi, by the way,
Yes.
is there anyone that I see that look like they might represent, that they might like worship or represent the Silver Flame? Because they're the same. That falls under the same thing as Kalok Shash.
You don't see anyone in any religious garbs or anything.
Okay.
You do manage to find Devandi though. He's enjoying a glass of wine with another man and a woman. Each one dressed in a tuxedo. The woman in like a ball gown style thing. Devandi himself is dressed in a very fine, very unusual like leopard print tuxedo. Very
Like-
Austin Powers.
It's like very
Yeah,
ostentatious of you.
baby.
Like you really can pull that off. I don't imagine many people could.
Oh,
Vasali
you know
says,
it,
walking
Vasali.
up.
Oh, you know it, Vasali, baby.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
I just look at him. He's like, I just looked at him like, I'm married. Please don't speak to me like that.
This is such
I
a
am not
shame
going to go with
you
the
are.
next quote from Austin Powers in my mind.
He's like, what?
Do I make you horny, baby?
No, do you remember the Asian twins, Fook me and Fook you?
I love the 180 shift he's done since we've met him.
He
Yeah.
might be a bit drunk. Well,
Oh,
you
he's
can
I
got
was
also
like,
tell
I've come to discuss business like we prior spoke.
Devandi
about,
does seem to be a
investments.
little tipsy. You can tell he's had a couple.
It's like we had plans for an investment meeting quickly while we were here.
Yes, of course, Vasali, darling. These are two of my benefactors.
I
This
shake their
is
hands.
this is Layla, and this who's a half elven woman, and the other man is he's a Goliath, about as tall as Clobgrog. His name is Grognak.
Oh, so it's Club Grog and Grognak.
Oh, great, that's gonna be confusing.
Yeah!
Quad bike, quad bike.
And Grognak.
Yes.
Krog.
Isn't
Quad
isn't
bike.
isn't Grognak the barbarian in the Fallout games?
No, it's Krog. Krog now.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Krog
Grognak,
Yeah.
Grognak is
No,
the
it,
part.
no, it is. It absolutely
Grognak.
is.
Yeah.
It's Grognak,
It is not the same person. We were not getting sued.
It's not. It's not the same person.
I shake both their hands.
Well, yes. I'm glad you're interested in my wares, Vizali.
I look before I said that. I look at them as like, I presume you got your fine wares from Devandi as well, seeing as you are patrons of his business.
Grog turns to you and goes, "Oh, absolutely. Devandi is one of the finest tailors I've ever had the pleasure of working with, and I've been all across Eberron, from Greenheart to the Flying Fortress, many places, and I've
Have
never
you
seen.
have you
I've never seen
partaken have you partaken from any wares from the Greenheart Brewery, or are you not one for drinks? You're also very well spoken in comparison to most of the other Goliaths that I've met, especially my traveling companion.
from there. Why not,
I
sir?
have a little bit of a look of disdain when I say traveling companion, just from Clobgrog's latest acts.
Mm. He doesn't pick up on it. He's a bit just misses it.
Anyway, I'm like, anyway, shall we get down to business, so to speak?
Yes, of course.
Business.
For the sake of brevity, you're able to work out a contract in which you
The
there are multiple people who have shares with Devandi's business, the Tains included, for an investment fee of 10,000 gold.
Yeah,
You're able to get a 5% commission from all of his sales.
that's fair.
You agree on it. You shake Devandi's hand, as well as his other benefactors, and you each have a drink. Although Grognak refrains from having a drink, obviously, because of his cleanse.
Oh, is he a recovering alcoholic?
No, he's trying to keep his figure.
Oh, okay. I was like, Greenheart Brewery. I'm sure they have some. I just think to myself, is like, maybe we should start making some non-alcoholic drinks as well.
Oh,
They would overhear me say that, and it's like they probably didn't realize I was like the proprietor of the Greenheart Brewery until then.
So Devandi, you actually already told, so he
Yes,
knows, and
but
he's just sort of he's chuckling to himself as you sort of sell peddle your own wares. He's sort of
Hey,
quite laughing
we've
because
all
they
got
don't
to.
seem to quite get. He's not hating on
Yeah.
your commitment to business etiquette, and yeah. So you all engage in like a little toast and an agreement, and you head off to explore the rest of the party.
Lovely.
Rook.
Yes, half an hour past now. Can I wake up again?
Yeah.
Half an hour has passed, and you wake up to a very familiar figure sitting across from you, dressed in a tux, at the end of your sofa.
Oh,
How you living, scaly brother?
oh, it's Niles.
How you doing?
I look at him and I instantly say, if I'm missing a single thing, you will not escape.
He holds up his hand with his left hand with his right hand on his heart. And he goes, "Scout's honor, brother. I wouldn't touch a thing. Seems like you had a hard night of drinking. It's what, 5:30?
Whilst he's talking, I'm just mentally communicating with Gander, going, "Did he steal anything?"
Okay. Gander says no. And shakes his head. Gander communicates that he's just been sitting there, and your pterodon just sort of awkwardly squawks every now and again.
He's
and
just been
Gander
stroking his hair.
I've elected to name him as well now.
Okay,
Hey,
what is his name?
Quetzal.
Quetzal. Quetzal's been occasionally squawks whilst Gander's trying to talk to you, and Gander seems to find it a little annoying.
Funny thing is, I imagine Old Rook would have probably called him Squawk.
Yeah, probably. Well, he managed to name Gander something that was actually a name.
True.
But yeah, all right.
So, you got yourself in this fancy party with these fancy digs.
We were
Doesn't
invited.
seem your style, lizard man.
No, but we were invited.
Hard to turn down an invite from the Thames. They're
Plus,
an
it's good for
influential family.
business.
So, what's the plan? Have a dance, get drunk, make merry, the usual.
Sounds about right. What's
Sleep
your
with
plan?
someone.
Oh, I got things I need to do, business to take care of. You know how it is.
Such as
These kinds. Well, that's my business, isn't it?
just because it's your business doesn't mean you can't share it.
That's very true, but it's ultimately up to me whether or not I share it.
True. I'm also good at keeping secrets.
Oh, I imagine. I take it you've met some familiar faces around here. You guys
One
are
or two.
pretty famous.
One or two people.
He sort of like he hands you a drink, and it just looks like a cup of water. He
Okay.
goes, well, you best get back on your feet if you're going to enjoy yourself.
Um, can I inspect it? Like, give it a quick little swirl, see if there's anything up with it.
You can. Make an investigation check.
Hey, that 16.
There's nothing wrong with the drink. Absolutely
Okay.
nothing. It's just water.
I take a small sip and then I reach into my pocket and I get some beef jerky out. Oh, no,
Okay.
deer jerky, sorry, and I take a bite just to
Alright.
satiate my hangover if I have one.
Yeah. You do have a bit of a hangover, but it starts to pass.
Okay. I
Well, I'm gonna
as
get
I,
back to it. I'll
as
see
I
you
get
later,
up,
Scaly brother.
I take a small piece of card out of my pocket and it has my name on it,
Okay.
and I hand it to him and I say, in case it's needed
What
He
month are
takes
we
it.
in?
for
He
anything.
takes it and flips it over in his hands. You are in, I'd say, again, I'm not going to bother with fantasy months because I didn't think that far ahead. I'd say you're in March.
Okay.
Okay.
He sort of flicks it between his fingers and goes, "Much obliged, Rook," and sticks it in his coat pocket, and he walks off.
Okay. I'm gonna return to the bar and talk to that orc bartender again.
Sure enough, he's at the bar. He's like, "Oh, good God, you're awake. Are you okay? How did you feel?"
That was a very powerful drink.
I didn't realize. I'm just so sorry, sir. I wouldn't have served it to you if I thought it
Oh,
would
it's
have
fine.
that kind of effect.
It would be an acquired taste if I learned to have it more.
Wait, I'm confused. Are you saying you want another drink?
I was saying I would like the bottle.
You want the bottle?
Yes, please.
Um, 1 second. And he whispers something to one of the staff members, and sends him off running in towards the kitchen. I do apologize. It's not within my place to be able to give away some of our alcohol stores, especially something like this. I'll just communicate with one of the heads of staff, and we'll see if he's willing to make an offer on it.
Oh, of course.
Shortly, the guy comes back with someone that looks like one of the butlers, but in a bit of a nicer uniform. Is he dressed very similarly to the envoy that you were each sent with your invites,
Okay.
and he approaches you and just sort of, I understand you're looking to purchase one of our rare beverages. Yes,
Yes, that is correct.
very well. This was a very difficult thing to find, this particular bottle. I will ask a price of 300 gold pieces
Hmm.
for this beverage. As you understand, is exceedingly rare and hard to make and hard to find, and a personal prized possession of Umartain.
Hmm. Well, I would not want to deprive them of such a personal favourite.
We may be able to secure other bottles, but it will take time. Hence, why the price is as it is.
Well, I will offer both money and a solution.
Very well.
I shall pay for the bottle myself, and, if needed, I shall assist on any further expedition to acquire further.
You are a member of the adventuring party, correct? Invited by Miss Stephanie Tane?
Indeed, I am.
Hmm. Yes. We may have use of you. 1 second. He reaches into his breast pocket and he pulls out a small, similar to what you gave to Niles, actually, a piece of card with some arcane sigils scrawled on it. He says, "Keep this on your person, and should we have need of you, you will hear from us."
Indeed.
Very well.
I hand him. I place 30 platinum on the table. To pay for
The bartender looks shocked. That's more money than he's ever seen in his life.
It's 300 gold.
He's not well paid.
So I place down the 30 platinum and slide it over, and I say, "Could you deliver this bottle? Could you have someone deliver this bottle to my residence?"
Very well. Where would that be, sir?
I give them the address for Alma's workshop.
Very well. We shall see it delivered there as soon as possible.
Thank you.
And yeah, he leaves.
Once he leaves, I slide the bartender over 5 platinum pieces.
Thank you, but what is this for?
Enlightening me to a new drink.
You're a very generous soul, Mr. I didn't get your name, sir.
The name is Rook.
Thank you, Mr. Rook. He reaches out his hand to shake yours. It's a very big hand.
I offer my metallic hand to shake back.
Oh, he swaps hands and he shakes your metallic hand. He goes, "Oh,
And then
this is a wild night."
indeed.
Here, he pulls out a bottle of whiskey, of Knoll Fire whiskey,
Hey.
and a glass, and he hands them to you. He goes, "Please, yours."
I ask him for an additional glass.
He smiles at you and puts another glass on there, pours you both one, and you guys sit and drink.
Hey. Yeah, sweet.
Okay, so shortly after you guys have gotten there, the Tanes appear at their balcony and they sort of announce that give a welcome to everyone who's come, and they sort of ask if everyone would engage with them in an opening song and dance. And you hear this sort of this beautiful like violin quartet begin to play, like this somber, very smooth melody as the Tanes descend the stairs. Lelania and Omar dancing together in sort of a very ballroom style. Then several of the other families that were on the balcony with them join in, like following them down, copying the same ballroom style. And suddenly the violins pick up, and it turns into a full-on Irish jig, where they're all sort of like dancing together, like swinging each other around. They form sort of like a tunnel for people to dance through, and you are all invited to dance along. So please, everyone, give me a performance check to see how well you dance.
Do we have to? Is it
You
considered
can-
rude otherwise?
It's not considered rude. You wouldn't be the only one standing off. It's if you want to. Anyone that would like to engage in dance, make a performance check.
I'm still with Devandi.
I'm gonna dance.
Have I learned the name of this bartender, by the way?
The bartender's name is Theron.
I'm still with Devandi and his associate. So have they started dancing?
Oh, Devandi is immediately over there dancing.
By any chance, I'm gonna let you decide this.
Okay.
Did Devandi drag me along or not?
He absolutely would. He's the kind of person that would.
I'm rolling. Okay,
Yeah, baby.
I've rolled then. That was
Wait,
all it took. It was like, because she wouldn't have done it herself. I rolled a 5, by the way.
You sort of like step on Devandi's toes a little bit as you're trying to copy the jig, and he sort of like makes a few like, ow, ow, oh, Vizali,
sorry,
dear,
sir.
you're very
I'm sorry,
elegant
good
with
sir.
a mace, but not so elegant with your footwork. We'll have to work on
Who's
that.
the name of
Uh,
the girl who invited us again?
Stephanie Tang.
I approach her and offer her a dance.
She claps her hands together and she sort of grabs yours and starts swinging you around. Make a performance check.
Okay. This is the point where we realize that Rook is a excellent dancer.
Is this
Yeah,
the
what
point
God
where
likes
Stephanie Tane
for.
falls in love with Rook and we have like a slight little romance
this the
story
point-
of this?
That's the thing. Is this the point where just this campaign's turns into a horror anime?
No, this is where it turns into Pride and Prejudice.
23.
Oh my god.
You are a master on the dance floor. Even Stephanie is bewildered. You spin her around, catch her in various like grabs and throws.
Is this like that
and
scene in Saturday Night Fever?
You are yeah, kind of. You are incredibly in tune with the music, and you are just lost in dance. It's very unusual for Rook, but it's to see him move so elegantly.
It's like a moment of pure bliss and
It's a
excitement.
different
out
kind of
finally
elegance.
being able to be free.
It's the alcohol.
Yeah.
That too. That plays a little part.
If Niles hadn't given you the drink, you would still be a bit hungover.
Yeah.
But
I think the beef
yeah.
well.
Klobgrog and Willow, are you guys getting involved in the dance?
I got a
Yeah.
16 and Willow got 13.
Yeah, easily enough. You guys dance along merrily. Willow, roll a no, not roll a d8. A gentleman approaches you and sort of asks if you'd like to dance with him. And he's a half-elven gentleman, fairly like straight, like long face, very like tall.
It's no straight.
Yeah, okay.
He's as bent as a silly straw.
Wow. That straight is a roundabout, okay.
He just likes to dance. Yeah, but you guys do other than Vizali, who steps on a few toes. You have all in all, you have a rather good performance while you dance, and you get along quite well. As the dance period breaks, they announce that everyone to venture into the main hall for an illusion show performed by one of the stages of Sharn.
As the dance ends, I'm gonna bow to Stephanie and say, "You dance beautifully."
She goes, "Oh, thank you."
Kiss,
Huh?
kiss,
And-
kiss, kiss.
She blushes a little bit and she sort of gives you a little peck on the cheek and she's like, "And you, Master Rook, are a fantastic dance partner."
I smile and do a small little head bow.
Aw.
Rook is a gentleman through and through.
Yeah, that's really that's touched me. That has. Okay. Right. There's a brief intermission before the illusion show begins, so you're all free to do as you would like. You can walk around.
I want to sort of like listen out on any other. Does there any I want to look for. I want to try and like expand my business now. Vasali's gotten a taste. Vasali's gotten a taste of trying to like investment.
Roll perception.
2. No, 3.
You hear, the music is still ringing in your ears, and you're still lost in the melody and the beautiful sights around you. It's all just mesmerizing.
Okay, I go to purchase some alcohol.
You don't need to purchase any. It's all given away.
Oh, okay. I go to get some alcohol then.
It's basically it's an open bar.
Yeah.
While you're in the bar, roll a d8 for me.
Is this to see if anyone recognizes me? Oh, that bounced out my tray. Oh, that bounced out my tray twice. 6.
Okay. A couple of a couple of patrons at the bar, as you go to grab your drink, they walk up to you and they seem very, very excited. Like, oh my god, you're one of the heroes, aren't you? One of the Sharn's adventuring party, one of the heroes. Could you tell us some of?
Yes, that is true.
Could you tell us some of your stories? How many monsters have you slain? What kind of monsters have you seen?
I tell them the story about how we defeated the son of Unigo.
They are mesmerized by it.
It's like I consider myself a professional demon hunter.
One of the women actually,
as well as a brewer of fine alcoholic drinks.
One of the women blushes at you and just sort of like gives you a little wink, and as she walks away.
I'm like, I'm married, she says.
She seems disappointed. But they're still super excited and happy. While you're at the bar, you do overhear two dwarven brothers talking to each other.
Okay.
One with cropped hair and a very short beard, kind of like a goatee, and the other's bald with a long braided beard.
I sort of stand
dotted with
near
gold
them and
bangles.
listen in as I order an ale.
Okay, you can hear them talking to each other, and the short-haired one with the short beard is, Thaddeus, we can't keep the factory open. You understand that, right? It's getting too bad in there. We have so many warforged in the infirmary. We've barely got enough workers to keep the machinery going. The other one, the larger one with the bald head, tells you, Darren, listen to me, brother. You must understand. If we don't keep the factory going, we won't have enough money to keep the infirmary stocked with medicine. We need the workers to keep going.
It's like I'm sorry if it's rude for me to interject, but sounds like you're having a little trouble.
Apologies if we're being loud.
No apologies at all.
You're
I'm a member of the Hall of Magnificence, and it is part of my duty to help.
Okay, love. You sound like you've had a few.
She's fine. She's not even had she's had one small little bit of drink with Devandi, and that's it.
I know, they're just taking the mick out of the fact that you're. Anyway,
she's talking Russian anyway. I just can't do a Russian accent.
Hang on, Thaddeus. Maybe she can help us. You're an adventurer, right?
I am. I'm also an investor.
Oh, that would be a surefire help too. You see, my brother and I, we run one of the forges down in the cogs. It's a sort of a smelting factory, and a lot of our staff are warforged, and we've begun to experience a terrible bout of sickness among them. It's like we don't know where it's come from. Some of them have just started, their parts have started to corrode, and they're unable to move their limbs. Some of them even die. It rots the very core of them. We can't figure out what's causing it. We've got a PI looking into it now, but at the rate that they are falling ill, we haven't got enough workers to keep the factory going, and we don't have the money coming in to keep the infirmary stocked with medicine.
I'm sure I can help in both ways. If you need us to take care of anything, if there's any troubles that an adventuring party might be suited for, then me and my cohorts can help. Alternatively,
he also hands you another card. Look, if you're ever in the Dura court, come by Brothers in Arms. We're a forgery company.
I'm sure I will be
supply
by
metals and materials for
I asked them sort of how far away they are from
all over Sharn.
I asked them how far away it is from
Adelaide's residence. And we'll talk more about this.
Yeah.
But we'd really appreciate your help.
I asked them how far away it is from Adelaide's residence.
And yeah, that's.
I asked them how far away it is from Adelaide's. Hang on. Hello? I lost connection.
Ah,
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, the stream.
Hello.
Hang on, everyone's really loud.
No.
Is everyone able to just... Can everyone
Oh.
just disconnect and reconnect, please?
Yep.
Yeah, give me 2 secs.
Hello.
Okay, might just be...
Apologies, everyone.
There we go.
We have returned.
There we go.
We had a few technical issues there.
It was blowing out my eardrums. I asked them how far away their property is from Adelaide's residence.
Oh, it's not far. It's only a few districts over.
If you need
be hard to
any
find.
monetary investments, I will
We'll
provide
we'll
that as well.
discuss. This is a time for. At this point, the Ball brother turns around and is like, "Listen, this is a time for celebration. We'll take our card and come and find us after the event, and we'll
I
talk
do
more
such.
there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Miss Vizali. Is it?"
Yes.
He shakes your hand. And he goes, "Darren Boromir."
And if you guys need, in return for me helping as well, I will also stipulate that. Are you guys fans of any Green Heart Brewery products?
I do like a bit of Green Heart Brewery rum.
I can make it happen so that you can.
Can you make a history check for me, Vizali?
Yeah, she's basically gonna offer them like a few years supply of like rum. Should they want it, that they can have it at a discount. That they can buy
The
directly
stream's gone
from the
down
source.
again.
Bro.
As in, it's
Bruh.
gone down. Attempt to
refresh
reconnect.
it.
Yeah.
Because it still says that up there.
Attempting to
we're off.
reconnect.
Is
Ah,
Ben,
damn
is
it.
your connection still dropping?
Yeah, Ben, are you still there?
I'm still
Ben's
here.
connection's dropped.
Oh
Ah.
no.
No, I'm still here.
Uh,
Can anybody else run the rest of the stream?
No, because
don't.
Ben has all the OBS stuff. He has
Yeah.
all the
Also,
stream
I am still
screens,
here.
unless he said
Reconnecting in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attempting to reconnect. Because I don't want to have to stop it and restart it. There we go.
Hi, Ben.
My internet
Hey, Ben.
completely dropped.
we've made the executive decision while you dropped. We'll continue it next week or whenever we do it again.
Okay.
Because if
It keeps
Because
dropping. Also, another thing we're
I was
gonna
gonna
do
say
as well.
I should be it should be attempting to reconnect. So
I'm
do we
not
want
doing
to?
anything at the moment.
I mean, do
it's
we want to see
reconnected
how it
in like
is?
20 seconds. Yeah.
well, if we get more like description and more like the story in this way,
Yeah, because if we
because I
if
like
we
the
split it
idea
to
of
3
having like
parts,
yeah.
we're gonna have a lot more in-depth stuff for next week.
Yeah.
If
mean,
I'm
can-
still not sure if we can do the Sunday because I think
Reconnect in
that
5
might be.
seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Attempting to reconnect. Reconnection successful.
That's coming back.
And we should be back online.
Aha!
We are
we
back
here?
fine.
Technical difficulties be damned.
Really sorry about that. My internet connection just completely just took a shit out the arse.
Crap the bed.
It rolled a 1.
It rolled on that one.
It rolled in that one.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, it did. In the best way.
Oh my
In the
god.
best
Um,
way.
Are we
We-
going
we-
with that executive decision then?
Yes. I
Do
think
we want to
should.
continue for a little bit and then?
What we'll do is I'll continue to one of the next events, and then we'll call it there. And
And then we'll have to just edit all the videos together.
Jesus.
Well,
because that lets me set.
this is
If we
still
do
going
the
as one
illusion
stream.
show,
Yeah.
I'll just sort out the video once it's finished. For
Okay.
YouTube.
so are we resuming?
Yes.
Yeah. Can
Um,
I,
If
can I
that's the
just
case.
So
before
I
we go
took
to
the card and
He mentioned a name, Boromir. Make a history check for me, Ben.
yes, history check. History check is 21.
You would recognize the Boromir family name as being one of the major crime families in.
Oh shit, boys!
Pound. So are these guys associate with crime?
They are associated with the Boromir criminal enterprise.
Are any of their names Boromir?
He literally just said his name was Darren Boromir.
I look at him. I look at him very questionable.
Now, I understand that name might have some implications around here, especially with a hero such as yourself.
Especially
But
considering who my sister is.
Well, I can assure you, our operation is different to that of my rest of my families.
And how can I have that proof?
I will prove it to you when I next see you. You have my word.
But if your surname is your word worth much, considering your family name?
I will show. He pulls up his arm, and there is a big scar on his right arm. And he says, "Do you see that?
Yeah, I have eyes.
That is the only thing I have ever gotten from the Boromir family. And I do not want anything to do with their fucking criminal enterprise." And at this point, his brother chimes in as well. He's like, "Careful what you say. They might, Grimley's around." And it's like, "I don't give a fuck what that old shart has to do."
When they turn back
if he
around, can I
hears
just
me,
be disappeared?
you can walk away if you'd like.
It's like I'll see. She'll be like, you might see me.
He sees you leaving and he calls out, "Wait, it's Vizali."
I take a deep
I
sigh
have-
and turn.
He pulls out a necklace. He pulls a necklace off and he hands it to you.
Yes.
Says, "This was a gift from my wife.
No way.
It means a great deal
Alright.
to me.
I hand it back to him.
I want you to take it, and you may give it back to me when I see you on the day after this gala to
I
discuss
promise.
business."
I promise you'll see me. Just take it back. I don't want to take it off of you if it means so much.
Look, I understand you're going to have trust issues. I really do. But I promise I am trying to make my way. I'm trying to make my way away from my family name. I'm trying to make it mean something more than lies and gambling and
I just look at him. And
shady
it's like, I look
deals.
at him and whisper. It's like, is there anyone around here as well? Do you know anyone from your family's associates are here at all? Do you know the names of any of them?
I know plenty, but you won't get them with the power of the law, believe me.
No.
They do
I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Just
And you definitely won't get
I
them
met
through
a
those
really-
means either.
I met a really we met a really shady guy that approached us in a bar. Have you
What's
heard
his
of the
name?
name Niles?
Niles. 1 second. Niles doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've heard of anyone by that name.
Okay.
Um,
What was on the card that he gave me, by the way?
It was just his name and the name of his
Oh,
business.
okay, the business, just a normal business card. Cool.
It's just literally just a business card.
Yeah.
It tells you where to find them.
Okay.
I can tell you that my uncle, Grimly Boromir, is here as a guest of the Tains.
The Tains
Not
are
that-
involved in criminal enterprises as well?
No,
No?
absolutely not. You have to understand that the Boromir family has been part of Sharn's upper crust for years. They've worked very hard to get there. And most of their business is done legitimately. He's even Grimly's brother, one of my other uncles, is a member of the council, the Sharn City Council. So they're in
Okay.
deep. So I'll give you this advice: just watch yourself around them. They're good connections to have if you have them, but you can't trust them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And please don't look down on the Tains for associating with them.
Oh, I do not.
You pretty much can't walk anywhere in this city without getting some Boromir shite on your boots. And
Fair enough. Fair enough.
he,
She shakes his hand and then, well, if that is everything,
of course, I wouldn't want to interrupt the rest of your night.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I shall be seeing you then.
Yes, be seeing you. And the brother also turns around. Be seeing you, Vasali. And that's it.
Yeah, I just walk to try and find, I don't know, anyone.
Okay.
Well, I want to see what like sort of the Tains are doing. the
How
moment.
many of you are in the bar? Question. Is
I
anyone in the
was
bar?
I'm in
You're-
the bar.
Rook's in the bar.
You can just see me
Willow.
talking to those people. By the way, Rook.
That's fine. I'm currently conversing with the bartender to try and set something up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What are you trying to set up with him?
I'm essentially asking him to collect a few items from around the estate for me.
Like what? Like stealing?
No. Stuff that just stuff that the Tains would not miss, like a white
Stealing.
rose, a pin, some ribbon or twine, and that's it.
He understands, and he leaves and tries to see what he can do.
Lovely.
Clobgrog and Willow, where are you guys?
What was I doing beforehand? Talking.
Talking to
You
the
talking-
You were
commander of the
you were in the main
Sharn's
hall.
Guard.
Yeah,
Sharn's
boy
Guard.
needs some alcohol.
So you're headed to the bar as well, yes?
Yeah, I'm gonna come too because I can't be on my own.
Okay. Willow, can you roll a d8 for me as you enter the bar, please?
Yeah.
A D8.
As
Find
you
it.
do they enter as I'm talking with this guy still?
Yes, I'd say they enter at that point.
I got 7.
Okay. As you're walking in, you fail to notice one of the waiters pass in front of you, and you trip into him. Roll a dex save for me, so you don't get covered in drink.
8.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
You-
wait. No, I need to add a thing. Wait.
What were you adding?
Dex
It's a
save.
dex save, so add your dex modifier.
Dex save +1.
9.
9.
Oh, Willow. Oh, you were so close.
So clumsy, clumsy Willow.
Unfortunately, a few of the glasses of champagne that he was carrying on the tray fly into the air and spill all over the front of your dress.
Oh shit.
He apologizes and he offers to help you find someone to help you clean it off.
Okay. Well, luckily champagne doesn't smell bad. You could have spilled pickle juice all
It
over.
doesn't actually. It smells quite pleasant.
Mhm.
So he brings over one of the various robes guards, similar to the one that was checking your magic items as you entered,
Mhm.
and explains the situation to her, and she takes you to the bathroom where she uses a bit of magic to clean off your dress.
Ooh.
And it looks as good as when you just bought it, which was
Thank you.
yesterday. Says, "Oh, you're most welcome, dear. Don't worry. We've had plenty of instances like this. We always have to have someone on hand just in case of spills."
you'd be amazed at how bitchy some of these people can get when they spill things on their clothes.
It's only an accident. It happens to the best of us.
Exactly. Well, I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you.
And you head back into the bar.
Mhm.
Yep. Club Grog and Willow, are you guys ordering drinks or what are you doing?
I want some of that fire in the hole whiskey.
Of course.
Are you asking for the special bottle?
Yes.
So the bartender isn't there, but there's a different one, and he hasn't overheard the entire exchange. The butler does come over to him and whispers that particular bottle is being saved for one of the clientele. Unless you would like to ask them if you can purchase it from them, because it is now technically their property. And he tells you that person is Rook.
Who's your client?
It's Rook.
Yeah, Rook has
Rook
bought
owns
the
that
bottle.
bottle of whiskey.
I'm very good friends with this fella.
Also, you wouldn't have you may or may not have heard of this fire in the hole whiskey. Because you wouldn't have
No,
seen
but
Rook
he probably
pass
saw
out
me
from
get
it.
passed out drunk.
No, he
Yeah,
was
so
in
you
there.
don't know anything about it. It's entirely up to Rook whether or not he tells you about it.
So you would just be ordering just the strongest whiskey they have. In essence.
Or you can find Rook and ask if you can have some.
But he doesn't know Rook has it. Technically,
No,
because...
the guy has just told him that Rook has purchased that bottle, the special brew.
But would Club Grog have originally known about the special brew?
Well, he asked for the strongest thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The strongest whiskey you've had.
So you've been told about this special alcohol that Rook had and that he's bought. You can ask. It's up to Rook whether or not you have a glass.
Where is Rook?
He's in the bar with you.
Ah, Rook.
He's at
My
the
friend.
bar, literally.
Rook, my friend.
Yes, hello, Mike.
I'm asking the bartender for the strongest whiskey they have. Apparently, you own said bottle of the strongest whiskey they have.
Ah, yes.
Can I have a glass?
Glass may be too much for you, my friend. You might just want maybe a fifth.
What about a small glass?
Oh, it'll be too much for you.
A small measure will be more than enough, trust me.
I'll have a small measure of whatever that whiskey is.
How much are you
Sure.
charging him?
I turn to the. Is the bartender still there, or is he left?
The bartender that you were talking to. Shit, I forgot his name. Oh, did you write down his name?
I have it. Theron.
Theron. Yeah, Theron has gone to collect the things you asked for. It's a different bartender.
I turn to the bartender and say, "Please make him a small measure."
The bartender nods and he pulls out the same bottle.
Give me the shot.
He pours you a small measure, the same measure that was poured for Rook, and he hands it to you.
I also ask him to pour a glass of whiskey out of the bottle that me and Theron were drinking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What about
does,
Willow? What's Willow drinking?
Willow, would you like some of the special whiskey, or are
Or
you
would
just
you
having
like
something else?
floral wine or something like that?
Alright. Okay.
She wants the whiskey.
Is she having some of the special whiskey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Such shit con.
I still have that bottle of Thunder, that whiskey that gives the alcohol that
the
gives
thunder
resistance.
one. Yeah, that was
Yeah, you do.
Remember, because Rook got incredibly smart after drinking that whiskey.
You did.
You did, yes.
Intentionally.
You're smart.
Right. Are we making con saves then?
So you and Willow are both having a drink from this, so you both need to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh.
Nice.
Like,
Okay.
I got 18.
Okay.
You got 11.
Oh, I got 11.
You both fail.
Yay!
Yeah, no, incredibly
So
high.
you take a swig
What
from your
is the
glass.
DC? Is it like 20?
Yeah.
Higher.
So
20.
So you each take 4d10 fire damage and you pass out
Right. Do we?
For how long?
The 40-10 damage?
for half an hour.
Oh yeah. Right. What's the damage?
4d10 fire.
Well, we're rolling this.
I'll roll the damage for you. One
Thank
second.
you. I don't think I've got enough D10s.
Imagine that just drinking that whiskey could kill you if you're low
Yeah.
level.
Oh yeah, this is
If you
this
were
is
low
strong
enough
stuff.
level, yeah.
We're about
You
to
would
take
die
damage.
from alcohol poisoning.
Oh.
Death.
Okay, so that's 16.
Imagine that, just keep drinking it and then
19.
you die from your character dies from alcohol.
That is 22 points of fire damage for each of you.
Oh god.
Again. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
I had 22.
The average damage must be 22.
I guess. So yeah, you guys are both slumped on the floor, passed out.
I feel sorry for Willow. That's like a quarter of her health gone.
I sigh and I drag them over to the same couch that I was on.
You just prop them up.
Do you
Yeah,
leave them there?
I rest them on the couches.
Do you leave them there in an uncomfortable looking position, in
No,
a
no,
compromising position?
No, I arrange them in a comfy position, which causes them no harm.
Okay. All right.
oh, nice.
That's nice. So it's at this point. Actually, Vizali, roll a d8 for me. So I don't think you've had one of it. Oh no, you've already had one. Rook, roll a d8 for me.
Okay, I won't roll it.
No, I just realised I've already done one of these.
Yeah, I was going to say you've already done one. Clobgrog hasn't had one, has he?
The Club Grog is passed out.
He is
He is
unconscious, but someone could steal from him.
I could.
They better back it up.
Alright, Rook. Roll your d8 and see what you get.
Oh, in their life.
Once yours is back to normal again.
What did you get, Ethan? I don't think I heard you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear what you asked.
Can you roll me a
D8.
d8, please?
I got a 3.
Okay. As you're walking back to the bar towards Vizali, one of the waiters comes up and offers you an entree, like these particular little. They look like mini quiches. He warns you that they're particularly spicy.
I pick it up, look at it, and I take a bite.
Okay. It has an incredibly pleasant tang to it, but as it starts to sit in your mouth, it slowly starts to burn the back of your throat a little bit. It's not unpleasant, but you do feel it.
A little spicy.
It's a very it's a very savoury taste, a very sort of like kind of like biting into like a meat pie.
Okay. I'd slowly finish the rest while drinking my whiskey.
There you go.
By the way, what Visali probably was going to do was go try and see where like Stephanie Tane is or something like that. See what they're doing.
So you're walking out into the main hall, yeah?
Yeah.
So as you do, the Tanes appear on the balcony once again, and they announce the start of an illusion show to be put on by one of the theatre groups of Sharn. And she asks that anyone who is interested in watching, please gather in the main hall.
I continue
so
there
what
with
would
my drink.
So you
Is
join the
Stephanie
crowd.
on the balcony as well with them?
Stephanie's on the balcony with them as well, yes. Rook, are you joining in?
Has Theron come back with any of the stuff?
Theron has not come back yet, no.
Then I shall continue towards the room, and I shall look around to see if I notice any faces.
You don't see. I'll say this for you. You don't notice any faces looking at you particularly.
Okay.
So you will see in a group of it's a group of halflings and gnomes, and one human, all dressed in these brightly coloured robes. They announce they're part of one of the theatre. They're part of one of the theatre groups, and they will be putting on an illusion show of the Isles of Peace and War. And they take you through it. It starts off with these two water nymph spirits that both represent. One is harmonic, beautiful, and elegant, and calm, and the other is angry and vicious. But they both complement each other, and they both love each other. But as their personalities start to grate on each other, they begin to move away and explore different parts of the world. where the calm spirit moves, a beautiful coral reef springs up. This lovely oasis, full of like life and verdant greenery. Where the other spirit, where the war spirit goes, there are these violent waves, writhing monsters crash against the sands, like destroying everything around them. And over the years, in their isolation, they begin to grow like cold and lose a little part of themselves until they once again find each other, and it's sort of a realization they both complete each other, despite being so opposite. They're essential for each other.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
And it
Do,
ends in
do I
this.
look around? Does it look like anyone's got a tear to their eye or something?
A few people do. Actually, make a perception check for me, Bizarrely, seeing as you mentioned that.
That's cocked. And that is an 18.
Okay. You see what looks like a couple standing there. The man is, or I'm sorry, the woman is looking up at this illusion, crying, but the other woman that she has her arms linked with appears to be looking off in the distance, making eyes at another woman in the crowd, who seems to be looking back. They're both sort of exchanging looks.
I want to keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Is he
The-
do I get the impression that he's cheating?
No, this is three women. So the two. So
Oh, okay. So
it's,
one of them's
it's two.
so one of them's hugging the other, and the other one's staring off at another one.
So it's two human women. The couple is human.
Yeah.
The one human woman with like fairly light skin and blonde hair. She's looking off at a half elven woman who with dark hair and this olive coloured skin, who appears to be in like a blue dress, a bright blue dress with like these blue sleeves and a fur collar.
Okay.
And they both seem to be making eyes at each other while her partner's distracted.
Can I sort of distinctly tell what the look on their face is kind of like implying?
Make an insight check.
20, non-natural.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, there is definite lust. They are definitely
Do I get the impression they're having an affair with one another?
either they're having an affair or
She's
thinking about thinking about it.
I'm gonna keep an eye on these people.
Okay. All right. Okay. So as the illusion show comes to a close, the Tains announce that there'll be a brief intermission before anything else happens. And as the crowd settles in for gossip and drinks, that is where we will end tonight's session of Roll the Die.
Lovely.